one, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cyber Samurai Sunday.
Spamurai?
Cyber Samurai Sunday, where we play L5R.
Saturday.
Cyber Saturday Samurai.
Hey, we ain't going to church.
Sunday, and also Saturday.
This is the best game you'll see all week. You can take that to the bank. The best game all week. Get out your wings. There's nothing better than this. We play Legend of the Five Rings, and on this show we spend 20 minutes explaining gift giving.
But only once.
Howard had a little complaint about that.
Just a little one?
Yeah, he's like, I can't stand it. You spend 20 minutes explaining gifts. I'm like, oh, really? But hey, there's a silver lining. We're getting a little bit of a fan base, and I'm happy about that. If you're watching this live, thank you. If you're watching this recorded, hey, awesome. Leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And we did get a comment last time. Oh yeah, I want to show this to you guys.
Was it more cowbell?
A Y-View. Best RPG or best RP podcast about new L5R. I really like the way you guys bring the drama and mystery into every little thing without overly bugging down on samurai code details. Going for a more fun vibe, thumbs up. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I'm
Hopefully
really
I can
happy.
team more bonsai.
Really?
Yeah. Did you get the artwork that I sent to you?
Yeah, I got the artwork. You want to do that right now? Let's set up the story real quick there, Matt.
I will let you handle it because I feel like I'm gonna fumble my words if I even try.
Before we even get there, I haven't even introduced you. Nobody knows who you guys are.
Nobody.
Of course, I'm the game master. My name's Corey. Over there, she's that way on the screen. Okay, that way is the lovely Crystal. Below me, actually over there. You know, I should get this taken care of. Is Tarek. And who the empty window down there is supposed to have Matt in it.
He back. He just wanted to be dramatic.
Of course.
I'm sure.
He was setting up the reveal.
They're playing Hideseko, Ikoma Sanuri, and Togashi Akio in that order.
Mm-hmm.
So, last game there was a bit of an awkward social situation. And Togashi Akio could not handle it at all and decided to make up the weirdest excuse ever. He said, "Excuse me, I have to go give some tea to the plants," and quickly walked out.
And the player could not handle the situation either. So that was just basically me going, all right, I'm jumping out of this situation before I make it worse.
But Matt is a talented artist, and he thought it'd be funny to illustrate that with this picture here.
Let me look at
so
that.
Cute.
Up
Yeah, you come over here. You want to look at that? There it is.
Just think of this like giant, like, you know, big guy who's like a big softy. Is like, well, I'm very soft in the head, and I feel like an idiot.
Aww. That's great. That's wonderful. But we need to get back into the game. What people came for. We've already wasted, 5 minutes?
Hey, it's not wasted if you're looking at pictures of people watering the bonsai with tea.
Quick. Touche. Quick
Stop
recap.
making me cannibalize.
Quick recap on the game.
My neighbor.
All of you are here for the Topaz Championship, which is your Genpuku ceremony, which all of these words are nonsense unless you keep up with us. What those things are basically a graduation ceremony. These people are moving from their adolescence into adulthood using this ceremony. And this is the most prestigious of all the ceremonies, the Topaz Championship. The person who wins this becomes the Topaz Champion. There's only one in the entire empire. The current Topaz champion is Kitsuki. Is a Kitsuki, a dragon clan.
Mm-hmm.
Kitsuki Iwakimi. That's her name.
Who basically interrogated me on a date. Yay.
Yeah. She's your superior. Technically.
Mm-hmm.
In the clan. Well, not your direct superior, but she's part of it. And y'all are doing this at the town of Suma, which is this nice burg right here. It's got all sorts of different places, and right now you are at what is it? This place right here. That's the inn. And does anybody remember what the inn was called?
Not a
The
dang
Laughing Carp?
House of the Laughing Carp. That's it exactly.
Ah.
The ceremony is going to happen right here, where all your icons are ominously placed.
Oh, that's new.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we have icons.
Like something might happen. I don't know. I
Oh.
don't know.
Wow.
Foreshadowing.
Knowing my luck, poor Akio is probably gonna die.
So, during this competition, you've made friends with a minor clan Mantis samurai named Hitoshi. And also, the ghost of the Emerald Champion who died recently has been plaguing you, trying to get you to protect Hitoshi for some reason.
I mean, he seems pretty chill.
Yeah.
You have surmised it's probably because Doji Satsume, the Emerald Champion, the ghost, his best friend was Toshimoko, the guy in charge of the Kikita Dueling Academy, which is where the competition is being held. And Doji Toshimoko... Kikita, you're right. Kikita Toshimoko, Hitoshi might be his son. And at a dinner where everyone was at, Togashi Akio let it slip.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not everybody heard it. But
We
some
didn't
key
want him
people
to
did.
suffer socially too much, so we had to figure out something.
And
And
now-
unfortunately, I didn't.
He
find out.
definitely said it, though.
And
Yeah.
now a rumor is being spread, and it comes from him. It definitely, everybody knows it comes from him. By the way, lose 2 honor for spreading rumors.
Ah,
Oh.
why didn't we do that
I don't
last
lose any
time?
honor, right? Because I didn't technically spread the rumor.
No, you didn't spread the rumor. It was being
I
told
did.
to you. You're fine. You're in the clear.
Okay, good.
Um,
Everyone was just
so-
super impressed that I got extra food.
So many of
Yes.
so 2 of
I'm
the
the hungry
characters
boy.
were approached by different people, telling them to clean this up in specific ways.
Specific different ways.
Yes. Togashi Akio was told by the Topaz champion to just make sure that this isn't a rumor, and that will clear the honor on the Dragon clan, because spreading that rumor by Togashi Akio, who's a dragon, doesn't look well on the entire Dragon clan.
Mhm.
So if you can prove it's true, it's not a rumor, and therefore, everything's in the clear. She does not care about Toshimoko, who would he would be dishonored
honor
by
would
this
suffer.
entire thing. But Kakita Riku has blackmailed Ikoma Tsunuri into making him make sure Toshimoko is in the clear and doesn't take any blowback from this. So depending on what they do next, matters a great deal. It's very late at night, so pretty much midnight around here. They're at the courtyard. They're in the courtyard of the Laughing Carp, and they tried to do a seance that would summon the ghost. But the seance did not complete. It was a failure of a seance.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
that is
I
where
did
we
use a
left
void
off.
point.
That is where we left off, and you can now begin. As you hear the crickets chirping in the moonlight underneath the wide tree that sits in the courtyard of the Laughing Carp.
Well, that didn't work out. What now?
We either have to in my perspective, there's only two ways that we can resolve this, and that is discovering whether or not the paternal lineage of Hitoshi does connect to Toshimoko, or trying to take the edge off of the entire situation by distracting those gathered with a more with a larger story.
Something more interesting?
Yeah, well, something that'll keep the attention and draw the attention away from this faux pas.
I don't know what we can find that's more interesting than the bastard son of the head of the clan.
Well, without enough political value or standing in this case, we won't be able to absolve Toshimoko of dishonor. So I'm not sure. Not sure what more we can do than try to find a way, or in an attempt to find a way to absolve all parties, though I would prefer if that were the case.
Well, did Hitoshi tell you anything about his mother, perhaps, or like if he knows any
His
stories
mother
about
is
his
a
mother?
mantis.
Hmm.
His mother is a mantis.
Okay.
She is
Then-
of the Yoritomo family, so he knows nothing of his parentage other than his mother's side of the family.
There is no such thing as the Yoritomo family.
Oops.
Okay, well,
In this
aren't they still?
continuity.
What is the? Are they just no named
They
then?
don't have a name. They're just the Mantis
they're just
clan.
Mantis clan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, still, all she knows is that all Hitoshi is aware of is that his mother is of the Mantis clan, and that's it. He doesn't know of his father. He doesn't know who his father was. And I was trying to get to the bottom of it before you so abruptly arrived at my room tonight,
Mm.
trying to discover if he actually had any understanding of his own parentage. He did not seem to, however.
Mm.
And I do not think that that is the reason for his outburst at the dinner. So unless we can discredit you, as I look to Akio, for having made such a blunder, or are able to prove or disprove the message that was received by so many in that room. The only other thing I can think is to provide some measure of relief. And short of
A couple of details you might not remember is there was a letter that you know that could shed light on the situation that you gave to Toshimoko.
I did give it to Toshimoko.
Yes.
So I mean, I could bring up the letter. That's a good point, but I was trying to hold off on bringing up the fact that I had the letter because I wanted to see if there was any other ideas first.
Okay. All right.
I felt like that was a card in the back of my hand.
Yeah, out of character, I don't remember whether or not you showed it to all of us.
I don't think I did actually.
He did not.
Yeah.
So
Try to keep it
in character,
secret.
it's only your knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah, Aisili, my character, knows that there is a letter that Doji Satsume had sent to Kikita Toshimoko as part of that little exchange of the estate that we found the peasant man on the road on the way to the game on the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
One of the papers had flown off of his cart, and I salvaged one of the papers and put it into my pocket immediately, and then read it on the way to the city, and then discovered that it belonged to Toshimoko, and so I needed to return it to him. So I took the opportunity to do that right at the beginning of the ceremony. If I would have realized that there was this whole Hitoshi thing going on, I might have kept it a little longer. But I was looking to do the more honorable thing at the time.
Getting
So-
some good points. Yeah.
Yeah. So unless y'all have another idea, my only ideas are we can try to bring up the fact that there is some form of physical evidence that may implicate Toshimoko, or we could try to get in touch with, I was thinking we could try to get in touch with the Kitsu, who is a Shugenja, and the Kitsu family are specialists in summoning spirits or dealing with the ancestors. So he may be able to help us actually get in contact with Satsume. Those are my only two big ideas.
I feel like if there's a possibility that we can summon him back to speak to, that's probably our best bet right now.
But what does that do for us, to be honest?
How would we
Maybe
inquire of
we'll-
him the knowledge that we would need, or evidence that we would need to present to
Yeah.
dispel the rumor?
Short
Or
of
a
literally
starting place.
short of literally summoning him to answer to these questions, I don't know that there is much that we would gain from him. And I'm saying in that we'd summon him in front of people in order to testify. I mean,
If it's our best bet, I'm in agreement.
is there a Corey? Is there a like courtesy or I don't know, maybe a government role or a culture role to come up with any other solid ideas that would be able to be approached from more of like a cultural perspective? Like if I wanted to find out what would be an easy way of either detracting from the rumor or like seeing to the legal ramifications or what possible legal actions we could utilize within the culture or within the like framework that we are here in
You pretty much covered. You pretty much covered everything. But I'll let you make either a government or culture role. Yeah, if you want to make there's one thing you could do.
Okay, I'll make a culture. I'd like to come at it from like a high. I'm theorizing at this point. Put it that way. My approach would be trying to theorize. So
Culture or government, both of them would work. So you're trying to theorize, right?
yeah, I mean
That
that's
makes
the closest
sense.
thing from what I've been describing. That's the closest thing I could consider. would
That
be
makes sense.
theorizing.
Go ahead.
Okay, here's my fire roll. I'll be able to re-roll 2 of these because of Fukurokujin's blessings. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll the 2 opportunities
All right.
because I need more. Okie dokie.
There.
I'll keep that one ultra
Explosive
success. That ultra mega success. Okay, so that's 2 successes and 2 opportunities.
No. You only keep 2 dice.
2, you're keeping the white one. And
Yeah, I'll keep the white one
exploding
and then
success.
so 1 opportunity and 2 successes.
So you're gonna keep the white one, the explosive success, and the extra die that comes from the explosive success, right?
Yeah, if if I can't choose off the explosive, yeah, because it's not a void roll, right? It's not, since it's not a void point, I can't just keep any one of the dice, so I have to choose the one that re-rolled. So 2 strife and 1, 2 success and 1 opportunity.
All right. This is what you can get out of this. The Togashi is the source of the problem, right? The Togashi Akio is the source of the problem. He's where the rumor started, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can duel him publicly.
Me? That's.
Or you could get a crane to do it.
Well, I don't want to die.
Here's the thing. If you do that, it makes the rumor really, really, really public. But you defend his honor, and therefore he doesn't lose any face at all. It may look really bad on Hitoshi, though. Because he's a minor clan, and now there's this rumor that he's Toshimoko's son, but no one can say that really out loud, so people might be able to get at a Toshimoko through him and all sorts of other stuff. And they just might blame Hitoshi for the rumor itself. How dare you say you're Toshimoko's son? Ha ha ha, you know?
Ugh.
When it's been proven through a duel it's wrong. There's all sorts of like wackiness that can come from that. But Toshimoko will not lose any honor. If you win. If Togashi wins, Toshimoko loses the honor. He doesn't have to.
A lot of people lose glory.
He doesn't have to admit that Hitoshi is his son or not, though.
Well, he honestly doesn't know.
It would just mean that Togashi Akio would basically be cleared of any rumor. So that's what you have to do. You have to do a duel, and you have to make sure Togashi Akio wins, and the result of that duel would mean that Akio didn't spread any rumor. He's in the clear.
Because whoever won is telling the truth.
Exactly. So
it's like I'm in a society full of brainless dumbasses.
that's how it works.
Critical thinking, -50 for the entire continent of Rokugan.
Well,
here's the thing. It has to be the person who has to duel him has to be someone of like equal status. So anybody in this tournament. He's not a samurai yet. So if you get a samurai in on this to do something about it, they'll just kill him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no duel.
And is there any way to I'm just wondering out of character. I'm pretty sure whatever the result of the duel is, I'm probably gonna be disowned by the Togashi family.
Why?
Just a feeling.
If you win, you will be fine. If you lose, the Togashi is a family of monks. They don't care.
Like
the greater
honor
dragon
and glory aren't that high up on their list.
The greater dragon clan, they will have a problem. The Miramoto will have a problem. The Kitsuki will have a problem. The Kitsuki will have a problem. That's where your problems will lie.
Ew. Like,
by the way,
if I win,
if you lose.
No, if you lose. Only if you lose.
Okay.
Can you move your camera? You are way out of shot, by the way.
Sorry.
Right in the corner.
That's a lot better. Thank you.
Yeah, let me just adjust the angle a bit.
Stay centered, Mr. Monk.
So if we challenge, or if I challenge Matt to a duel over this,
yes,
I could try to protect Toshimoko's honor, but doing so will definitely put a poor light onto potentially Akio if I win, and potentially Hitoshi if I win, and if I lose, it will definitely make Toshimoko look bad.
Yes. But he can weather that because you're just a kid trying to protect him. And he can't get any revenge on Togashi, Akio, because he'd be in the clear. He didn't start the rumor if he won.
Okay, like I would probably agree to
But
that.
the
duel if
rumor would
those are the
still be
conditions.
out there.
Hmm?
That's the thing. The rumor would still be out there. The rumor doesn't go away.
Of course it doesn't.
If Togashi
So-
Akio wins.
So the only other thing I can think of is if we were to somehow convince Toshimoko to embrace Hitoshi.
That's another solution.
That more convoluted things have happened in the world. You know what I mean? What I'm
Yeah.
saying is we could try to come up with some kind of political mechanism by which Toshimoko would be allowed to claim him, if not as a bastard son, as simply like
An adopted son.
Yeah, exactly. Like we could foster him to Hitoshi to the Kikita, so that he would be raised by the Kikita. But to do that, he'd have to be of some special variety for there to be a reason. And then you, with the acknowledgement, you cut out the like social bureaucracy around the rumor generated.
So I believe we put all the options out there.
Yeah.
The options are create a bigger rumor in hopes that a bigger
Oh
spectacle
my
in
god, a
hopes this goes
Godzilla
away.
monster! Look over there.
Yeah, pull a Donald Trump and just make all sorts of stuff happen everywhere, and then no one knows
It's
what to
all
think.
fake- It's all fake news. All fake-
Secondly, prove that it's true, and that would get the dishonor away from the dragon. Third,
but would only help the dragon.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Third, get Toshimoko to embrace it, which could lead to some dishonor to Toshimoko, but in the long run might be better.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth, a duel.
Which at least sounds fun.
To y'all.
I mean, you two just go, okay, I'm throwing the fight. Okay, I'm winning the fight.
If that
Well,
if
like,
that
under
happens,
conditions,
that's
I would
worse.
Yeah, that's
If
way,
you fix
way,
it.
way worse.
If it's fixed and they find out it's fixed, oh, that's a new bottle of pickles right there.
Yeah.
And was there a fifth one that I'm missing?
The fifth one is revealing the truth, but using the way in which we would do that would be a combination of letter and like summoning
Spirit.
the
Mhm,
doji.
spirit summoning.
There's one more that I could think of too, which is having Satsuma posthumously claim Hitoshi.
Huh?
Whoa, that's a weird one.
Yeah, having Doji Satsume, who knows that Hitoshi is Toshimoko's son, instead, since he's already dead, take the blame onto himself and claim Hitoshi as his own son, thus making the claim falsified, saving face for both Hitoshi and Toshimoko, but it would, it may look badly on the dead, but that is also a faux pas in and of itself. People trying to heap dishonor on the dead.
And I'm pretty sure he'd be like, you know what? I'm dead. I don't care.
He may not. He may not care, but he also may care very much and be like, no, this is dishonorable. Blah 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 blah.
Possibly.
I don't
But
know.
at the very least, to help out a friend and his friend's kid, I'm pretty sure he'd be like, "Pfft, what's the dishonor of the living while I'm in the afterlife? I'm claiming responsibility for a kid that I didn't actually father, so
Wait. Is Doji Satsume Woody and is Kikita Toshimoko Buzz Lightyear.
What?
How are you making that comparison? I'm just
Toy
kind of
Story.
Yeah.
Toy Story.
How am I making? You want me to lay it out for you? This will take a little bit.
Yeah, because
Doji
right now it's
Satsuma-
Here's my 4-point chart.
Doji Satsume is a straight-laced, like really, rules-oriented kind of guy, right? And Doji and Kakita Toshimoko is a fun-loving, carefree spirit, right? That may do like questionable choices. There's your Woody and Buzz, and they're best friends, and they may do anything for each other. You got a friend in me.
I don't know. I couldn't get into Toy Story.
Oh, sad panda.
Wow.
Didn't even watch the whole first one.
You know, people on the internet are going to be sending very angry messages.
Oh, yeah, I know. They're gonna be like, die, slut, die!
Please don't do that.
How dare you not like Toy Story?
Don't hit the
It had
microphone.
a doll with spider legs.
Okay, that thing is cool looking.
Yeah, that thing was awesome. And the aliens; those are like my favorite parts.
Oh.
Okay, back to
I say third option,
L5R.
get Toshimoko to accept his responsibility for his illegitimate child.
You may like that idea. I don't. I honestly, my two options right now are punch Matt, or sorry, punch Akio, not Matt, or try to get Satsume to deal with all of this for us. Give him all the tea, guys. He's gonna need it.
I don't know how likely we are to get the ghost to say anything at all remotely concrete.
It all depends on the roll of the dice.
It would all depend on having.
He's way
like I was
too
saying
cryptic.
before, we would probably end up having to use the Kitsu in some way
Yeah.
to summon him forward, but that would have probably been best handled if we actually made the seance work, so that we could have given Doji Satsume a heads up and gotten him in on the whole thing.
We
I
can try it
doubt-
again.
No, I don't think we can. I think we
I
used the ball
like
stuff we
the
had.
idea of Hitoshi being accepted as part of the family in some way, but like we're just little peons. So how do we even work that?
Well, Toshimoko kind of owes me a favor because I returned him a letter. And if we talk to him real politics style, we might be able to convince him. It would ruin any political clout that I would have, especially in Crane Lands ever again. But it might service to save him face and the boy face. I say the boy, even though we're probably
Hiroshi?
the same age. Hitoshi, yeah.
Hitoshi. Even I forgot the name.
The question is, how do we get face-to-face contact with Toshimoko?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially since it's the third day of the festival?
Competition.
Competition, sorry.
Ceremony.
It's like, my mind.
Competition / ceremony.
Clouds.
Yes. This day, y'all will be this next day coming up. You will be doing your final
Duels.
duel, an Iijitsu duel. Single
Against whom?
elimination.
Oh,
I guess I
thought
could
what
try
it
to call on
was
Toshimoko. Is there a
just
way that
like
we could
everybody
find
gets
out where
paired up.
Toshimoko is? Or should we just assume that he is like in his
Inaccessible.
palatial estates?
Well, the Iijitsu happens in the next morning, so you gotta like.
Yeah, we'd have to get to him before then, because he'd have to have some kind of a statement before everything just kept going on its own. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm willing to go try for his estate, but I'm gotta bring a teapot and try to find any nearby bonsai to distract myself with.
Okay, so if that's the direction I want to go, then we should probably try to get some kind of communication with Toshimoko going. Maybe Akio can use his great talking to regular people powers to
to get us let
get
in.
us some way to identify where he is and get a meeting with him.
I could perhaps speak with the people that service him, because I'm more or less connected with the common folk, and they would probably know where he might be residing, and to see if he's open to speaking with guests.
What do you think, Corey?
It's possible. He's got the blessing.
Mm-hmm. Ebisu's blessing.
Roll that beautiful bean footage then.
When are you going to do it? The place is locked down for the night. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just probably guards. That's no bueno. You'll have to do it like
In the
before
butt
the
crack of
tournament.
morning.
Yeah.
Well, I'll sacrifice sleep if I can.
See, but the sooner it gets to morning, the less options we have to try to pursue. So at that point, we just got to kind of hope that one of these solutions will work.
So you could try to get over to the place and find somebody in the middle of the night. It might work. Like, there's always the chance.
Then Akio screws it up again.
Or
I think that's your-
are we just
your
gonna
turn.
like try to break in and find the letter and take it?
you could use a bit of subterfuge.
To try to like infiltrate his house?
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely not gonna look good on us.
Yeah, I fear the risk of Toshimoko like slicing us in half by accident, like getting spooked by going around the corner.
Who goes there? Oh, well, they're dead.
Questions come second. Oh well.
So, subterfuge doesn't have to be like sneaking like a ninja in. It could be
Bribing your way in.
It could be bribing. It could also be like we got a delivery. We're sorry we're late. You know, like that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Say, we got a large order of tea coming in.
Yeah.
Or no, better yet, sake.
Yeah, they'll probably go further. My only other guess was that he might actually be at a geisha house, so we might be able to just stumble upon him at a geisha house, considering his reputation. Yeah, I don't really have the subterfuge skills to pull such a thing off, though. Anybody else has like skullduggery?
I've got a rank 1 in skullduggery.
Not so much. I'm mostly just good at beating things up.
Well, that may be helpful too.
So Matt, it's up to you.
You're the best around. If it doesn't work, then we can always try to just get to him early the next day.
For I don't even have a brain. All right. What can I do to figure out where Toshimoko is residing currently, either at his estate or at a geisha house?
Well, you would have to start a dialogue with somebody, I'm sure. But peasants do have a lot of knowledge that most samurai would not expect them to know about. Put it that way.
All right.
They're just,
So your affinity for talking to peasants may be something that's very helpful for us in this particular situation.
it's probably more acceptable for the peasants to gossip about what the nobles are doing than it is for the samurai to gossip about each other.
Exactly. And not only that, but it's also more appropriate for a peasant to gossip with a monk about what other samurai are doing.
So here's
than
the
it is
thing.
for
in the town of Suma, there is no geisha house listed in the entire area, so I'm going to say that there isn't a geisha house of quality that a samurai would visit.
Ah.
Okay, so it's very likely that he wouldn't be at a nighttime. I was going to say an afternoon establishment, a nighttime establishment.
Otherwise, he would probably
Probably
like be heavily cloaked if he went to one of those places. Like,
Probably.
no one will recognize me.
But that means that you're most likely now just trying to get access to where he stays.
Well, it certainly narrows our options down.
Oh, by the way, guys, does everybody hear me loud and clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Last stream, it looked like I was low on audio, and I just want to make sure that's not happening this time.
You know, I'm hearing you pretty well.
Thank you.
Yeah, like probably what was going on with your audio is that whenever like we accidentally talk over one another, I tend to hear, like, you know.
That wasn't the case. Anyways, back to the game. Sorry about that.
All right.
So, what's happening?
I would say try to find him in his estate and see if we could talk with him. So, what do you say, Seiko Tsunuri?
You'd have to just talk to somebody who might be able to get us inside to speak with them.
All right. Maybe someone from his kitchens might be able to help us out, considering.
Maybe.
So usually
If you want, I can get you in contact with somebody who was cooking for our fancy dinner tonight. I don't know if that's help us, but
yeah, considering the quality of food that you received during that dinner, something tells me that you might have sparked some interest from the
Corey,
restaurant
do
chef.
they have anything to do with one another? Was she like a personal cook or anything like that?
She is the cook at the Emerald Magistrate's office.
Oh, okay.
That's where the dinner was being held at. Was the
okay, it's the magistrate's
estate
office,
of the Emerald Magistrate.
Ah.
Yeah,
but I mean,
town's
I'm pretty sure she would like socialize with other cooks and such, or like you know, any food preparation people. Mostly to talk about rumors or maybe exchange recipes.
I mean, I think we're probably better off just going directly to where he stays.
Okay.
I'm sure there is a house he holds here in the village, and if that's the case, we should be able to get to his house and then maybe try talking to somebody at the house, whether that be a guard or some kind of a G samurai or peasant who services the house to see if they might be able to get us a message into Toshimoto. Or we could go even a level more abstracted and like pay a courier to curry a message directly to him. And to find that kind of person, you would need to probably do like a skullduggery roll to identify somebody who'd be willing to get that message through to Toshimoto, or who'd have skills to do so.
If we're just paying someone to deliver him a message, that's not skullduggery. That's just finding a messenger.
But like at normal hours, I would agree. But we're doing it at like the middle of the night, so I think there's a bit of a difference there. I don't know, Corey. What do you think?
Yeah, if you want it there right now and to get them up, either the messenger has to be a high quality caliber messenger, or it has to be delivered
surreptitiously.
Surreptitiously. And if it's done with a high quality messenger, also, everybody will know he's got a message.
Yeah. And that's the other part of this, is we don't want him to really know that, or we don't want other people to know that we're trying to coerce the situation.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, you still haven't come up with a plan.
Yeah,
Nope.
sadly, it's like, well,
Well, that-
I'm
that-
feeling
I've got no
empty-headed.
ideas.
You can
What's
you can
interesting-
make an attempt to find somebody who can send him the message.
What's
Matt.
interesting is that you all come up with a plan, and then someone says something a little different, and then you completely scrap the old plan, and then think about this new plan, and then decide we can't do that one, and then you just kind of sit there looking at each other like,
Well,
Well, no, that my plan is still the same. If we get a message to Toshimoko before the end of the night, before the beginning of the next day, we can at least give him a heads up to say, hey, here's an option that we might be able to utilize.
And-
Otherwise, the option becomes defaulted, because if we try to wait until the next morning, it's going to increase the amount of decrease the amount of time we have to react to things.
so now you have to act on your plan.
yeah,
That's
so
exactly what I'm
I'd say
saying.
we
That's
do
what
it
I'm encouraging-
ourselves.
That's what I'm encouraging Matt to do, is to act on the plan and try to get somebody who can get a message to Toshimoko now.
Well,
rather
Matt
than
just said he
paying
wants to
the
do it
price.
himself. So Matt, what is Akio doing? Let's move it along.
Move it along. So we can't go see him ourselves instead, or
You can
like,
go
deliver
see him
the-
yourself if you try and find a way to get inside. Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody will let us in.
If you find somebody to let you in or try and get in there yourself somehow, you can do it.
All right.
But the thing
I
is,
don't want to be caught in there not
the
invited.
thing is they're relying on you for a couple of reasons. First, you have the skullduggery skill. And second, you're the cause of this mess.
Yeah. And
So
I
they are
wanna
expecting
clear
you
it up as
to
best
take
as possible.
responsibility for it.
I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just find a messenger who's not exactly of the best repute to just sneak a message in there.
That's kind of where I was going with it, but I didn't want to tell,
You can't say that out loud because
exactly.
that's that's just dishonor.
I'm just giving possible options.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
So I'm going with
Not telling
Matt.
you to do
Matt,
anything,
what are
okay.
you doing? The ball is in your court. Do something.
All right. I'm gonna take the message and try to find a way to talk with him at his estate and try
Okay.
to make it as peaceful a meeting as possible.
So you leave, and as you leave the courtyard,
You are
uh,
set
you,
upon by dogs.
you see
Oh,
someone
jeez.
on the porch, and she kind of leans over and tilts her head to look at you,
Guess who?
Oh, dear.
and she's got broad shoulders and kind of plain
okay.
features.
Not who I was thinking then.
And
Hinata?
says, Togashi-kun. Hey,
Yes.
hi, hello, hi.
Yes.
She bows. Hello.
Tonight.
It is tonight. It's Miyamoto Hinata.
Okay.
Hello, Togashi-kun. I was told by Kitsuki-sama to come see you if I might be any help. I know you were talking with those people for a while. I've been waiting here till you were done, but I wanted to know if there was anything I could do to help. She says you have a big problem and that you could use all the help you could get, and I'd like to help.
All right. Well, I am looking to see if I can deliver a message to the estate of the Emerald Champion, and I'm.
No, you can just do that.
Hmm?
We got messenger. They got messengers, so you can just send a message. Certainly, he'll get it in the morning.
Well, time is of the essence, and we need to speak with him perhaps before the ceremonies start in the morning.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's. I think he's asleep. It would be bad to wake him up, but this is. I guess this is really, really important. I guess. if the Topaz champion wants me to help you like in the middle of the night, I don't know. Wow.
Well, it's something that I'd rather put squarely on my shoulders without having anyone else involved in it. I made a mess of things and I need to clean it up. But I do appreciate the offer.
No, I want to help. Don't. Oh, no. Are you sure you don't want my help? I want to help. I really, really do.
All right. So you wouldn't happen to know anyone that could help us get into his estate without causing a ruckus?
Well, if you need to get inside, you'll need to, I don't know, there are people that stop you, right?
Well, obviously there would be guards, but I'm pretty sure if the the message I need to deliver is important enough, I can find a way in to at least have a social like a decent discussion
Maybe
with
I can
them.
talk to the guards for you.
How so?
I'll tell them I need them for something, and they'll come,
Okay.
and then you can go inside.
Oh, she's
How-
so nice.
So
Well-
she's gonna be a distraction.
So
Yeah, exactly.
how long do you think you could possibly keep them distracted for?
I don't know. I've never done it before.
Oh, she's cute.
I like her.
Sorry, out of character laughter. It's like, oh my god.
She's a kid. I mean,
Mhm.
she's doing her best.
Yeah, I know. Well, if there's any way that that I can get into his estate without causing a ruckus and without raising any eyebrows, I would definitely appreciate the help.
I have an idea.
Okay, what is the idea?
We can take a food cart,
Okay.
right? And then like I'll try and push the food cart down the road, and I'll be struggling really hard, and then I'll tell the guards, "Hey, can you help me?" And then they'll push the cart for me, and that'll be that.
Okay. To a certain distance, I would assume.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I don't know how long I will be within the estate, but if anything happens, like outside of it, if you're unable to keep the guards distracted, I will try to find my way out of the estate.
Okay.
So,
So I heard you talked to a lot of Hyman. So we're gonna have to get a food cart or like a cart full of boxes or something that we can borrow.
Okay. So let's go ahead and try to see if we can find anyone that would let us borrow their cart for a few hours.
Sure, of course. Let's go.
All right.
Cut back to us at the courtyard, and I'm just gonna go. I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Yeah. Gosh, Scoob.
Zoinks!
Uh-oh.
Oh, do you have your message?
I should have it, unless Sainuri was like, shit, I forgot to slip him the envelope.
He left without getting the message.
What's the
I'm-
message? Is it like a verbal message, or because I don't see
I
any?
assume it would be. I assume it would be verbal.
I was gonna assume that it was something written that we would leave for him.
Mm.
But if you want to say something to his face, then feel free. Be my guest.
Well,
I thought that's what was
let's assume
happening.
that we have a written message for him, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fumble my words. It's like, excuse me while I water the bonsai with tea.
Okay. Are you gonna go back to Sainuri and say I need the message?
Yes, that's the kind of person I am, so I might as well. It's like, so before Hina and I leave, I double back
I
and
was gonna
say,
say,
"Hmm?"
Never mind. Go ahead.
I double back and get back to Sainuri. Hey, so perhaps we should quickly write a letter for the Emerald Champion to read, because I have a feeling that I would fumble my words and get ourselves in more trouble than warranted.
You see a Dragon Clan samurai kind of with him comes up too, and she's very quiet and stands very still.
You have a friend.
Just someone who's willing to help me get into the estate.
She bows. I'm Miramoto Hinata. We've met.
Of course we have. It is my pleasure seeing you, Miramoto-san. I am just surprised that you are here. My apologies.
Yeah, it's late.
As I keep a straight
You'd think I'd be
face,
asleep by
I know
now.
just keep a straight face, just basically saying, I know I fucked up. I need help. I need help.
My character's just confused because he didn't know that she knew or that she was.
Oh, she doesn't know anything. Just the fact that I need to sneak in. And this is like me out of character saying.
Okay,
that.
I was gonna say my character's like, oh my head, oh god, why?
I'm just like standing there. It's like I need the letter, and like I just stand there like looking, and like mentally screaming, "Oh god, oh god, I'm making things worse. Just making things worse."
I guess I'll write down a letter asking Toshimoko to meet us early tomorrow morning. I mean, the two options are spill our guts out in the form of a letter that could be not delivered, or
maybe just have an opportunity to meet with Toshimoko before the ceremonies begin, which is our better option.
Which hopefully we can use to then have a discussion with him regarding what we should do.
Something along the lines of, we have information that may interest you about you and Hitoshi.
Corey, why do I feel like
that
this
would
end
sound
up
a little
with us
incriminating?
the collab?
I can't hear either of you talking at the same time. One at a time, please.
I said, why do I feel like at the end of this we're going to be the ones who started the Kola conspiracy?
I can't say nothing about that.
What?
Toshimoko, meet us over here, and then we're all going to be in gold masks standing around a fire like, hello, Toshimoko, welcome.
To this band of fools.
Don't worry about who we are. Just know that you have a son, maybe. So I'll write a letter out, basically asking for his
presence.
His time, basically. And I will sign it from myself and on behalf of me and Togashi Akio. And I will apologize profusely for any within the letter, and I will seal the letter. Apologize ahead of time for anything Togashi Akio might have done.
Okay. You have a letter.
All right, so I take Hinata with me and run off to the estate, and we try to find our way in using that rudimentary plan.
As you make your way out to find some sort of, distraction cart, Hinata says, why is Akoma Tsunari writing a letter for this message?
Because I unfortunately do not have a way with words. I tend to get very tongue-tied. So I'd rather leave the responsibility to someone that I know for a fact has a better way with words than I do.
But Kitsuki-sama said that this was something that had to do with just the dragon.
No.
Well, he is a friend of mine that I trust. So I am trying to rectify what has been done, and I really wish to go ahead and make sure that no one else has to suffer for my problematic tendencies.
Well, if you trust Akoma-kun, I guess it's okay. but he's the lion.
Well, he's been a decent traveling companion, and we do have a connection that allows us to discuss important matters. But
Oh,
at the moment, I would rather focus on trying to find the cart and trying to get to our Emerald Champion's estate, so I could deliver this message to him as soon as possible.
okay. Right. So you're gonna try and find some sort of cart. This is where we're going.
The
to...
dice rolling starts.
This is where the dice rolling starts. Yes, yes. So you need to find.
Dice roller.
This is going to be probably a trade skill. Commerce.
0.
Commerce or labor.
0. Yeah.
You don't have labor?
I have survival and skullduggery.
You're the worst communist monk I've ever met. I'm just playing.
Skullduggery is if you're going to break the law.
I'd rather not. Like,
So
to be
this
honest.
is labor.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do labor.
All right.
And your approach is going to be, so tell me your approach. How are you going to ask for this thing?
So if there are some people people who need to have something delivered across the town where the Emerald Champion's estate is on the way, then we'd be willing to deliver their goods from one side of the town to the other.
All right.
Just simply using their car to make the delivery. Why? Because we feel that we want to. What was the
You
right
need
word
the
for
exercise.
it? not exercise, just like trying to be charitable with our time.
Okay. So you can make one of two rolls here.
Okay.
You can make a earth roll if you feel like you're using more reason to reason with the person, or you can use charm water if you're being more charming, trying to ingratiate yourself to make this happen.
I think I'll try water roll.
Okay, so that's labor, charm, labor, water.
All right.
Now you have advantages, right? That are going to help you on this roll.
How so?
Yes.
Correct. What are your advantages again?
Abisu's blessing.
Abisu's blessing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you write down what that does?
Yes, laborers recognize you as a kindred spirit, and characters with status 30 or less are innately trusting of you unless you give them a reason otherwise. When performing a check for which the blessing of the fortune is useful, you may re-roll up to 2 dice.
There you go.
All right.
So that is what you're going to do.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I could spend one of my unused void points to make sure that this is a success.
Sounds like a good plan. Go ahead.
All right. So do I increase a skill or a ring modifier?
No, just make your roll, and then
Okay.
you're going to add a die using the die roller at the top of the sheet.
Okay. All right.
Okay, go to the top of the
And-
sheet and make one more roll. All right. Now you can re-roll any of those dice that you want.
All right. I will re-roll the opportunity die.
Okay? You can
right.
re-roll 2 of those dice. So you just want to
2?
re-roll.
Okay.
You just want to re-roll the one, right?
I wonder if maybe I'll try re-rolling the success with strife as well.
Well, hold on. You want to make sure that you don't have to take both dice, right? Well,
Okay.
the thing is when you re-roll a die, that die is re-rolled. So it could come up as not a success. Let me just make sure that's the case.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
take the new thing.
Yeah. I'll just. Yeah. Okay.
So, when performing a check with this blessing, you may re-roll up to 2 dice. So you have to take the second result. So I would only do the opportunity.
All right, let's do that. And it was blank.
Okay. So you keep all 3. You take the strife, and you get yourself a cart.
All right, awesome.
So you grab the cart, and off you go.
To the estate we go. I keep on forgetting the guy's name. Hi ho to Dario. Toshimoku, yay.
So, the Hinata, Miyamoto Hinata, excuse me, she comes by the estate. Let me put the map up here for everybody to see. So, you guys come down through here where the docks are and pick up some cargo. And then she comes up this way to this entrance here.
Okay.
To the estate. This entire large area from here to here is the estate.
Oof.
It's
so
the
his
Kikita
estate
Dueling.
is at the school.
Yeah, he lives at the Kikita Dueling Academy. This is his place.
Okay.
So she comes up here with the stuff. She tells you to wait behind and out of sight.
Which
And
I will comply.
she successfully gets the guard to give her a hand, and they start moving. Whoops. Don't want to do that.
Saw the map move. What did it do? What'd you do?
So she starts moving up this way,
Going north.
going north. And you can now enter the grounds.
All right. So I will go ahead and do that, and I will try to find my way to his sleeping quarters.
Okay. You get inside.
Sign that says Toshimoku here.
You get inside, and you are now in the building. In this this part of the building here, right here. How do you find his sleeping area? This is a large grounds.
Yeah, so I would probably try to find some of the people who, clean the grounds, or any of the janitorial staff, and try to see if I could ask if I can deliver a letter and slip it under his door, so that way, I'm in and out, and I'm out of the grounds as soon as possible.
So you want to make sure you find Hyman before a samurai here finds you, right?
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Peasant, by the way.
Is a what? Oh, peasant. Okay.
Hyman is a peasant. Yeah. It's the typical peasant. There's different levels of peasant, but they're like the normal peasant, normal servant of a household, or.
I'm pretty sure they would still
labor.
kind of be all over the place. There would be like a night staff and a day staff.
Well, there probably is, but there's like a hierarchy. I'm saying there's like a social hierarchy even amongst peasants. Right? And like the higher up you go, then you get into like the regular samurai castes, and there's a hierarchy within them as well.
So this is going to be another labor role.
A labor role.
To
okay.
find
See, this is why I told
intuit-
you should make your monk a Marxist, okay? You could take over the means of production or something.
So you're going to try and basically intuit where the staff would be. And by doing that, it's going to be a labor role.
Okay.
And it's going to be a fire labor role because you're using a theorization. You're going to be theorizing where they would be. So fire, labor.
Void roll to like
Fire labor. Okay. I'm trying to see how many void.
I thought you were saying it would be like a void roll because he's trying to just intuit where they would exist.
No. Actually, I was amazed.
You could
that-
just pray to the spirits and ask them where it is.
I was amazed that you didn't use void to get the cart by saying, I need to train my spirituality by moving heavy objects across town. It's part of my spiritual
I'm using
training.
my monk skills.
That would sound a little too typical
Enlighten
for
my
a monk.
Muramoto friend, forcing her to walk in things.
Anyways, yeah, this is gonna be fire.
All right. And how many void points do I have left? Like, I remember maybe having 3 last time, and I
You didn't
used
write it
one of
down?
them.
Well, if you
Well, hold
had
on.
3, then you have 2 left. 'cause
Yeah.
You only used 1 last
Okay.
game.
All right.
You
And I
gotta
think
write them
you'll-
down,
you'll-
man. There's a
you
place
get
on
a
your
half
character
point
sheet for
back
void points.
At the beginning of this game.
It seems to reset them every time you shut the window.
What?
Because, like, I see Cur Void, and it was like, I could have
Yeah.
sworn I had 3.
That's your max void is 3.
Oh.
Current void is 2, but it's the
Oh.
beginning of a new game, and every game you get half your void. So your current void is 2, but you spent 1 today, so your current void is now a 1. So everybody should have half of their void. Everyone should have half of their void,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Except for Matt, who has half of his void minus 1.
All right. So, let's see. I think, like, just in case something really, really weird happens, I will go ahead and do that fire labor roll.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you spending that void?
Yeah. But what if something
Think
else?
about it this way: if you don't do that, you will likely risk not finding anybody.
Yeah.
That's the risk.
Yeah.
put it that way.
And then, like, getting myself in trouble.
Potentially, it depends on how long you stay there. If you fail this roll really badly, you may have that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and spend a void on that one too.
Okay. Roll it. Okay, you can re-roll or spend your void. Make your void roll 2. 1 more die.
Okay.
All right, you can re-roll any 2 of those dice that you want.
I will go ahead and re-roll the opportunity die.
Okay.
Oh my god! What the hell?
The exact same again.
It's all right. You still got 2 successes.
Okay.
That's better than nothing.
Remember to record your strife, Matt, because you didn't last time.
Mm-hmm.
So you should have 1 strife from your past roll and 1 more from this roll.
So 5.
Is your current strife? Okay.
Yep.
And what's your composure?
My composure is 8.
Okay. You can't get much. You can only get 2 more before you bust.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. You definitely find a servant who can point you into the right direction. So I'm going to put the map back up.
Okay, let me hide my character sheet. I'm just gonna
So
X out of it.
his place, his room, is right over here.
All right, then I will just make sure to get there as quickly as I could without getting detected. And if I do get detected, I will just say I have some spiritual business with the owner of this estate, and I need to deliver this letter.
All right, you get to his door. His door is closed.
All right. Well, my plan is like the plan that I'm thinking about is just like quickly, like knocking at the door, slipping the envelope, and then just booking it out of there.
Okay, you can't slip envelopes under doors because
Oh,
these
not
doors
these kind of doors.
These doors slide.
Not under.
Just slit a hole. It's paper walls. No, I'm just playing.
Just punch through it. Pack! Then drop it.
Mail delivered.
It's like the deed is done. Ah!
Damn you, Mr. McFeely!
I will just make like a small slit and then slide the envelope in there. Then
Okay.
knock.
You're trying to
then-
be. Are you? Oh, you're going to knock too.
Well, he needs to know that he got the letter, and I'm pretty sure he's a bit of a light sleeper. But I'm gonna book it before he gets to the door. Hopefully, he will see the
You're playing
envelope.
Ding Dong Ditch.
Yes.
Yes.
Monk plays Ding Dong Ditch.
He's playing Amazon Ditch, where the Amazon driver comes and drops your package and then takes off running as fast as he can back to his car. At least that's how Amazon works. in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen them do that. It's like, they're like, pa! Like, I was like literally at my freaking like dining room door, and then pa! They just drop it and then like book it back to their van. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of skill is this to just get the heck out? Get hecka out of here.
Athletics or fitness, maybe?
Fitness. Fitness. Yes.
I got defense, rank 1.
Fitness. You're gonna
Maybe
use the
meditation
fitness
too.
skill. And
What's your approach for getting out of there?
run like all get out.
Cheese it. They're onto us. I'll use my cheese ring.
It's gonna be water to move
All
as
right.
quickly as possible.
Shift.
All right.
Sure.
And that would be fitness.
Fitness.
Oh, no.
Water.
Here it is. You're bad out of hell moving. It's gonna be fire.
Ah,
Overwhelm. That's what you want to do. It's not just shifting. It's overwhelming. You're getting out of there. Fitness fire, please.
all right. Fitness fire roll. Here we go.
Wee.
Like 2 opportunities and a
Well, you made a success.
It's a success.
Yeah, and no strife too.
You get to keep 2 of those.
Well, I mean, I will take the success and
And
And an opportunity?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Not just 2 opportunities to trip over yourself twice.
You beat feet out of there as fast as you can. And you roll yourself out of the place before the guards come back.
Uh-huh.
Just
But I
in
will
the
make
nick of time.
make sure to meet up with Hinata before she or like when she gets back to the area too, or a little further ahead, like
Okay.
we discussed.
You're able to meet up with Hinata and you deliver your goods to where they need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And to you, it's mission accomplished, right?
Yes.
I can't wait till we wake up tomorrow morning and somebody else is there because you went to the wrong room.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like
You
why
said
is
you
it
needed me early in the morning. I don't know why I'm having to be up right now. And who ran away from my
Did you
room?
mark a place? Did you write a place as to where?
Yeah, I would have asked him to meet me. And as far as where to meet me, I would ask somewhere secluded before the tournament. So
Well, you tell me.
Yeah, so that way there would be no other prying eyes or ears having to listen in.
You have access to the map, man. You tell me.
High on the mountains, on top of the waterfall.
There's probably somewhere near the dueling academy or inside the academy that is private for like private sessions.
There's a garden. There's this pool right here. Does that look like a pool? A swimming
looks
pool?
like-
Yeah, the
pool to
top
me.
right section of the school.
Oh,
it
this one right
does
here?
look like a pool.
This is the
Yeah.
dueling grounds. Hold on.
It's the
Let me
dueling
show
grounds
everybody.
swimming pool.
Let me show everybody here. So this looks like a pool. So I'm going to
Yeah.
say it's a pool. This is the dueling grounds and the main grounds for everything.
It's the Olympic Swimming Center.
There's a garden over here. And there's a couple other housing areas back here for students. And this is where the teachers live, right in this area, this offshoot area over here. So, yeah,
How about a restaurant?
there's a couple in town.
Okay, I will ask him to go to a restaurant, one that I would know is large enough so that we could request a private area, and a place that I could pay extra to make sure that it's private.
So there's the Poison Water Sake House. There is the Red House of the Red Lotus Tea House, and there's the Maneki Neko Brewery.
The tea house is going to be the Red Lotus is going to be where I would invite him.
Okay.
All right, and I will be right back. So give me just a sec.
Sure. I would invite him there, and I would inform him that it is me asking for him, and very kindly.
Yes. Which leads me to my next thing I'm going to ask you, Tarek. You need to make a courtesy roll for this letter. Now that it's all delivered and everything, now let's see how well it did.
I'm going to be as nice and
Charm.
Yep, that's charm.
as charming as possible in my request.
Courtesy charm.
Water.
Yes, water. Courtesy water. Plus any void you want to spend beforehand.
Yeah, I'll do void. I'll do that.
Did you spend a void already today?
Not today.
No.
Okay.
Not yet. Okay.
I think you did. I think you made a roll, some sort of...
Today?
Did you make a government roll or a culture roll and spend a void with that? Yeah, you did. You made a culture
Let's
roll and you spent a
see.
void.
No, I have culture.
Tsunari, culture, fire
I didn't
approach.
spend a void.
No, that
No, you didn't
extra
spend a
roll
void.
was for
For your-
explosive
Yeah.
success.
For your, yeah,
Yeah, and I re-rolled 2 dice for my Fukura Kujin's blessing.
that's right. That's right. That's what happened. Okay. So are you going to spend a void or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a void.
Okay, let me get rid of this map for everybody.
And it's courtesy.
It is courtesy.
Yes.
Definitely courtesy.
Definitely.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, oh.
What did I miss?
The best roll of the game.
Keep up to 3. But
What?
yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 water.
There's already 4 successes on there and 2 of them are explosive.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Oops. So those are 2 explosive successes. So I'll keep
1,
3
2, 3
successes, and I'm getting 2 strife, 3 strife, 3 strife. Jesus, that's a lot of strife.
You can keep 4 successes, by the way. So you're only
Yeah,
keeping
I'm
3?
keeping 4 successes.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying of the original dice, I'm keeping the 3 with 3 successes, 1 ring die that's a success, and 2 skill dice that are a success.
Okay.
And then the rest of this.
4 successes, 3 strife, and an opportunity.
Exactly. 4 successes, 3 strife, and an opportunity.
So our meeting is successful?
The letter is very courteous.
Yeah, it's a very courteous letter. I'm always reminded of that scene in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where they're trying to get across a lake to Umashu, I believe, the big Earth town, and the woman in front is like sending everybody away. She hates everybody, doesn't like anything. Aang gets there and he's like, "I'm the Avatar. You had to let me across." And she's like, "I don't care who you are. You don't have the right paperwork." And then Toph comes up and puts down her like family signet, and she's like, "Of course you can get on the boat right away." And she's like, "Well, what about my friends? My friends should come too." And she's like, "Well, I really am not supposed to, but this letter is so official. The seal is so official."
Oh yeah, that's when they were making their way to Ba Sing Se.
Ba Sing Se, that's what it was.
I also have a personal chop, so it's kind of fitting.
Of course you do.
I do. It came with my
Uh-huh.
ancestor roll thingy.
Yeah, it's for being a courtier.
Oh no, it was for being part of my family is famous or something. In my 20 questions.
Ah.
It's like an item that I got for my yeah, the additional item for question 16.
He's special.
So,
I got a personal chat.
y'all don't get much sleep tonight because you have to wake up super early to talk to Toshimoku. Hopefully he'll be there. And you stayed up late figuring all of this out. It took an hour, over an hour, for you to figure out all of this stuff. Like real time, it took.
Yeah.
Like
the better part of an hour.
No, it took over an hour.
Yeah,
Over an
during
hour.
playtime.
Between this game and the last game, over an hour. Y'all have been discussing this. So, you don't get rid of all of your strife, but I will let you go down to half of your composure if you're above half of your composure.
Yay!
All right, so instead of 5, I got 4.
So, you guys go to... do you do anything else in the morning? Is there anything else y'all are doing?
Aside from taking Hanada back to her room and thanking her for her help, nothing else. I can
Oh,
think
that's
of.
the night before. But
Oh,
yeah.
night before.
Yeah, that's the night
okay.
before. And she
Okay.
definitely like, oh, it's no problem at all. I was very happy to help you. If you ever need help in the future, I just ask.
Preparing
All
my
right, certainly.
last haiku.
If you remember, she kind of acted like this at the sake house too.
With whom? Oh, okay, yeah.
She was getting manipulated hard.
Yeah.
Because she's like that.
Hmm.
So, you wake up in the morning. Where are you headed?
For
To
tea.
the House of the Red Lotus.
Just straight there. Got it.
For me, yeah, I'm gonna go and prepare myself mentally and physically.
And I think I might meditate as soon as I wake up, so that
You
way I
get
can
to the
get
House
rid
of the
more
Red
strife.
Lotus, and it's closed in the morning.
Oops.
What now?
I am jumping into the river. Bye. No, I'm not being serious about that.
It's really, really early in the morning because you have to do it before the tournament.
I will
too
I will
early for
wait
this place.
there. Even if it's closed, I will wait there in expectation that at least Toshimoku will arrive here and we can have a discussion.
And I will wait with you.
Okay, Seiko?
How long do we have before the tournament?
I'm gonna say an hour.
Well, do they have hours posted or anything like that?
No,
Okay. Yeah, that would have been too much to hope for.
I'm just saying, like, generally, like, this is, you got there before sunup to make sure everything was prepared. And the thing is it's way too early for this place to open. They're not open yet. There are people inside getting the place ready, but they won't let you in.
Ah.
It's okay with me. I don't mind
Well-
waiting.
Yeah, I'll sit down and meditate. Hopefully that can get rid of some of the strife that I have.
That actually might be a good idea for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'll wait as long as I feel I can before I need to leave for the tournament.
there's only 10 minutes of prep time here before Toshimoku arrives. So he does while the place is closed. Toshimoku arrives with 2 other Kakita samurai in tow.
Okay.
And the
And-
Kikita is part of the Dragon Clan, right?
No, they are part of the Crane.
No.
They are the Crane clan.
okay. Okay, pardon.
They're his family members.
Mm-hmm.
People can make a roll if you want. You don't have to make this roll. What kind of
Is it
roll
like a
is this going
culture
to be?
thing to find out?
Yeah, this is going to be like a courtesy
Sentiment?
roll,
Uh-huh.
but it's going to be... Give me a moment. This is like an investigative-y thing.
Is it more like a sentiment roll then?
Yeah.
Is it like
let's make
reading the
sentiment
person
instead.
or like identifying the motive?
Games. Where is
I have
sentiment?
no rank in
Scholar
sentiment. I'm only
skills.
good at courtesy.
Yeah, this is going to be a sentiment. So,
Thanks,
sentiment
Tarek.
air. You don't have to make this roll. You can let it go if you don't want to, but a sentiment air roll might give you some extra information.
To analyze the situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go for the initiation.
I'll try it.
And everybody missed the rhyme. Okay. So is that just for Sainuri, or should I make a roll too?
If you want
I
to,
think
yeah,
you
it's
said anyone
everybody.
can make the roll.
Okay.
Everyone who
and
wants can.
Any approach?
No,
Air.
it's air
The
approach.
approach is air.
Oh, air approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to analyze the situation.
Oh, you
you
made
got
a
a success.
success.
Why not?
Here's my re-roll for those 2 explosive successes. They didn't. It only
Oh,
rolled
look,
one.
I got a blank.
Why did it only roll 1?
I don't know.
Didn't roll a skill. Let me try rolling a skill this time. Oh, another. Okay. Well, let me roll that again. Okay, let me roll that again.
You know all the things.
Oh. Well. Let me roll that again.
It's like you can read his mind now.
Me and him are on the same wavelength.
One,
He's extremely
two,
livid.
three, 4.
5 successes,
5?
1 opportunity, and 1 strife. 2 strife.
Okay.
I big brain it.
So this isn't hard. This first part isn't hard. Both of you notice that Toshimoko is mad.
Yeah. Expected.
Tarek, you notice, this is what you get. You're pretty sure Toshimoko is here to punish you.
Okay.
I want to give you something for your advantage, though.
Okay. And this is to all of us, or just Sainuri?
Just say Nuri. He's the only one. He's the one who made advantage on his roll.
You
Yeah, I
mean
had the
opportunity.
Oh yeah, opportunity. That's what it's called, opportunity. It's called in Star Wars. It's called advantage. Here it's called opportunity.
They also have funny shapes on their dice.
Did I win? I don't understand anything.
Huh. I want to give you something, but I'm not exactly sure what I can give you. This is what I'm going to do. In any other social role against Toshimoko for the rest of the scene, in your next role, you or anybody in your party can get a +1 ring dice on any one of your rolls.
Okay.
But only once during the scene. You can spend it however you want. Toshimoko approaches.
I put up a fan and bow.
He pulls out the letter and says, What is the meaning of this?
That would be my doing, Toshimoko-sama. Or Kikita Toshimoko-sama.
It is my understanding that Togashi-kun delivered this letter.
Yes.
I look over at the Togashi.
And how, pray tell, did you get into the Kikita Dueling Academy at that hour to my bedroom?
I delivered it personally.
Right. Yes, of course. Personally. I have excellent punishments in mind for all of this activity. But I came all the way down here. So I guess I'll hear you out first before I do anything.
I look to Tsunori.
I look at the two Kikita for a moment that accompanied him.
It's not Hida,
Right.
to Kikita.
That's what I said. The two Kikita.
Okay.
Are they like flanking him above, as in a defensive stance, or are they standing behind him in like
Ready.
preparation to do something on his command?
Yeah, they're more like they're gonna do something if something happens here.
Mm.
They're not like, yeah,
They're not interposing themselves.
no.
Okay. Then I said that I pulled out my fan, so I'll kind of lean forward and behind the fan, say, it was my wish to apologize to you in person this morning. I was unaware that that this would have been how this request would have ended up, and I take full responsibility for making such a request and not providing better instructions for how it should have been carried out.
This could not have been done after the Genpoku ceremony.
It perhaps could have waited, but to have waited would mean continuing to allow rumor and speculation to continue when it was my preference to head it off directly.
So
not live with the
this is
dishonor.
about an ugly rumor that has been spread about me.
Hi.
And you found out who was behind this ugly rumor?
In a way, yes.
And what are you doing about this ugly rumor?
Well, I am still but a child, so I do not presume to make decisions for one such as you. However, I wish to counsel with you before I take further action in order to absolve such a dishonor from myself.
Well, I commend you on asking for advice on such a matter. This definitely could have waited until after the Genpuku ceremony. That's your first bit of advice. Unfortunately, I don't know the specifics. I know somebody has created a nasty rumor about me, about one of the students here, I was told.
Students?
Yeah,
So-
Hitoshi. We are all students.
Oh.
Perhaps you can tell me what you know, and then we can go from there.
I will continue talking very lightly, so that as to not be loud enough for anyone outside of myself and Toshimoko, and perhaps Hideseko and Akio.
Actually,
From hearing?
he'll stop you. He'll say, come with me back to the Kakita Dueling Academy.
I bow very deeply, and I will quietly walk behind him.
Okay.
And I will do the same.
You all go to the Kakita Dueling Academy. He'll take you to the garden. You walk through the grounds where it's being set up for the dueling. You see swords being put on racks for everybody to use. You see a really neat blue one with cranes on it. It's really, really striking.
Very fancy.
And you go to the garden. He dismisses his the Kakita that were with him. And then he says, "Please, speak."
Okay. I will bow to him before I continue speaking and go, I again apologize immensely for handling this poorly, and I will take all responsibility for such. That being said, I do not wish you to bear the cost of said rumors, as we discussed earlier. However, I do not wish this rumor to linger, nor for it to impinge your own honor. And as such, I see two ways of moving forward. I myself, Hiraseiko-san, and Togashi-san all had a revelation when we first arrived for this tournament. Doji Satsume visited us before this competition began. And I
What
will
are
go
you
ahead and
talking about?
explain-
You spoke with Doji Satsume at the Emerald at the Palace of the Emerald Champion?
Yeah.
We were
in
visited
the
by
inn
his spirit.
and were visited by his spirit
You were visited by the spirit
of Doji Satsume.
of Doji Satsume.
Hi. He seemed to, or his spirit seemed to have caution, or a warning of caution with regards to Hitoshi-san. His request seemed benevolent, and like it was something that seemed like it would not be detrimental to carry out. We were simply to see to it that he did not harm himself or see harm as a result of this competition.
And has anybody tried to harm Hitoshi? I have not seen such a thing.
As of yet, no. However, I do believe that the reasoning behind him wanting Hitoshi to be protected is because Hitoshi meant something to him. It would seem weird that Hitoshi-sama or Hitoshi-san would be favored by Doji Satsume-sama.
Ikoma-kun, what you're saying is pure nonsense. You have a story of ghosts, and you're saying that rumors were started by a ghost, from what I'm understanding. And
Then
yet you
I
have
am
no
obviously
proof
not
of
explaining
this
myself.
ghost. You are starting another rumor right now.
Well, before any of this information
And-
came out, I went to the main temple to seek guidance and counseling about our visitation. And this was only under my speculation as to what the what the visitation was for. Still, I cannot confirm or deny what the visit was, but I came up with the conclusion that seemed to have sparked this convoluted mess.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for your confession, Togashi-kun. Would I, if you were an adult, do something about this? But kids will be kids. So, this is what we are going to do. We are going to finish out the Topaz Championship. We will not speak of any of this. And when the Genpuku ceremony is finished, I will return you to your clans and request that you will never set foot in Crane Lands again. I understand, Togashi-san, Akuma-san, you scored averagely during this competition. Seiko-chan, you scored very high, so I'm very surprised to see you here. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I am mostly here to support my companions, and because I was also asked by the spirit of Doji Setsume to watch after Hitoshi. Such matters are not my strong suits.
Right. This madness has spread. Very well.
Satsume seemed to be very aware of things, Toshimoku-san. Osama.
Well, I only have your word for that. The only piece of proof
Satsume.
The only piece of proof you have given me is that letter that came from Satsume's servant. It did not come from a ghost.
Would it put you at ease if we were to attempt to summon him to clarify this issue?
I would like it if you let my poor dear friend rest. Spreading rumors about such a high-ranking official, not just my honor that I can defend, but the honor of someone who's dead, who cannot defend themselves. Please, let it go. Now, we have a tournament to... We have a tournament that needs to be prepared for, so I suggest you return with the other students and prepare yourselves. And he'll do a very shallow, curt bow and walk out.
Okay.
Me and my
Well
big
then.
mouth.
Shall we get going?
Seems there's nothing else we can do at the moment, so
I am disappointed in Kikita-sama.
Well, the tournament's about to begin.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
So, the tournament grounds are thronged with spectators, but the crowd seems subdued after the events of last night. A mild pallor hangs over the Topaz Championship. From the brusque instruction of the judges, you get the impression they'd rather get the entire event over with. You gather outside the assigned area as the first contestants select blunted swords for a bout to follow. Bayushi Mei-Lin steps forward confidently against Moto Batbiar. Batbiar. That's her name. Both ready themselves.
What?
Is it? That's how you pronounce it.
Oh.
Yeah. With a bellow, the lion judge Akoto Ekio announces the first duel of the day. The duel is over quickly as Mei-Lin dispatches the slower unicorn Bushi. They both bow and exit the arena. Mei-Lin looks quite pleased with herself. The next duel announced is between Kakita Riku and Hitoshi. Kakita Riku is the first to the rack, picking what you presume is her favorite weapon with distinctive white and blue wrappings on the hilt. Akoto Ekio roars for them to begin. The two contestants proceed to the center of the ring, bow stiffly, and assume their stances. You see Doji Satsume's sad face amidst the observers. Then the two strike each other. Riku's sword is a real blade, honed to razor sharpness. It cuts through the unprotected flesh of her opponent exactly as if Riku's goal was murder. Blood sprays across Riku's face and across the sand of the dueling ring, leaving the crane stunned and her opponent badly injured. As healers rush to the fallen youth, chaos breaks out across the dueling grounds. You step back and notice a slender figure passing through the gate of the school with a sword slung over their back. A sword with blue and white wrapping on its hilt, an exact double of Riku's blade. It seems that Kitsuki Yukimi has noticed something odd about the figure as well.
So, am I anywhere near Kitsuki Yukimi?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to see if I can approach her and ask, did you
She's
see that
gone.
person?
She starts booking it.
Oh, she starts booking it? All right. Well, I will follow.
Right.
Because, noticing something like that, it's like, wait a minute, no one was supposed to be severely injured. What the hell's going on? So I'm, since we did take notice of that sword earlier when we were there in the morning, we're just kind of like...
Basically, you see her notice it, and she starts making her way through the crowd towards the door.
I think I'll follow along, too, because I'm just kind of like, okay, what kind of conspiracy is going on here?
Okay. Crystal, Tarek?
I am also running.
Okay.
Catch that man! Or woman!
I will move, but I'm not going to move toward the figure leaving. I'm going to run toward Hitoshi.
Okay. There are healers swarming Hitoshi, casting Shugenja spells to make sure that he stays alive. The healers, as you approach, say, "Stand back."
I give witness to make sure that they're not doing anything to harm him further.
Okay. Right. As you two get to the door, you notice a rack of live weapons that are there. There's a rack of katana, real katana.
Do we see
I'd rather
that
take
blade up there?
No, that blade is not there.
Okay. Well,
I'm
is
pretty sure I
this
have my bow staff
person
on me, do I?
still visible
Yeah, you can have
to
your bow
us?
staff on you.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What'd you say, Crystal?
Have we lost the person we were chasing?
No.
Okay.
Well, he
I was
ran
saying,
out the
As
door.
you're passing by, you're seeing
Yeah.
the wreck.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're just noticing as we run past.
Yes.
Yeah, I would care less for bladed weapons personally.
So yeah, if you wanted to get a weapon to defend yourself with when you chase him down.
That's what this is for.
I got my bow staff. I got my
okay.
jeet.
In fact,
Yeah.
as you look at it and hesitate, Yuikimi says, "Grab something useful."
All right, I grab the closest katana.
Great. Out the door you go.
Mhm.
Tarek. Tsunari notices that the healers are doing their best. There doesn't
Okay,
seem to be fishy
That's
business.
exactly what I wanted to verify, that they weren't part of the conspiracy and also going to trap him up. And then I will turn and start heading toward the doorway.
Okay.
I've seen my friends running. I can probably catch up.
There's a rack of live weapons.
I'll grab a katana and continue running.
Okay. So, this is where this map comes in. So, here's the door. So that lion icon is for the lion. The crab icon is for the crab. So the lion we're going to put inside. So the crab and the dragon and the Emerald Champion, or I'm sorry, the Topaz Champion,
Ah, okay.
are all running out the
I
door
was wondering what the heck that one was for.
after this character here, whoever that is. You see the person running in the distance, and I'm going to explain to you range bands. So, there are 7 range bands. They include 0, which is touch, range 1, which is sword range, range 2, which is spear range, range 3, which is throw range, range 4, which is bow range, range 5, which is volley range, and range 6, which is sight range. The person you're chasing is currently at range 4, but for Tarek, the person is at range 5.
Okay.
So, you're going to have to chase the person down. Running after them, you are going to have to make some fitness rolls.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Thankfully, I do have a decent rank in fitness.
Yes. So they are moving. They are out and out moving right now as fast as they can,
Mm-hmm.
which means they are using their fire to move. Let me check here with the stances. Do.
I kind of wish they had the stances. Oh, they do. It's on the conflict mode.
It does. Yeah, look at that. So, in Fire Stance, when they succeed on a check against a foe, they have 1 additional bonus for each strife in that check. So that's what they're going to do. I need a die roller here, so I'm just going to use this character sheet here. Doesn't really matter.
All right.
Actually, no. I'm gonna have to make a new character sheet. I didn't know I needed a new character sheet.
How dare you?
I'm a bad person. I'm so bad. Okay, we're gonna
You
go here.
chastised me for not being prepared last
I
time.
know.
Oh.
Where's that? Oh. Okay.
Man, there's
That-
like some perfect music I'm thinking about in this situation, or that I feel fits the situation. Can I link you to something?
Okay, sure. I'm not gonna play it on the stream.
Darn it.
Sorry, man. I'm not gonna get hit with any sort of legal problems from playing something on the stream that I shouldn't.
Copyright strikes.
Exactly.
Darn it. I'm pretty sure Toby Fox would be cool with it.
I mean, streaming, it's probably no big deal, but if you want to post it up to YouTube afterward, they're going to give you some hard times.
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
I got that character sheet done. I need 1 more character sheet here.
All right. Well, I do have it at least on my phone. I would like to play it, but
Please don't.
okay, I won't. Afterwards.
Play it over your headphones.
Well,
I should
that would mean
make
I
a
would have to
playlist. I
disconnect.
need to make a playlist for this, so there's some good music that we have while we play.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I am now ready.
Sleigh ride.
Yeah, 'cause giddy up, let's go.
Hold on, let me see if I could link on the Discord chat the music I was thinking about.
That's the first one. That and Baby Shark came to my head first.
Okay, there's the NPC. They made a really great roll, actually. That's not good. Not
For
good at
us.
all. So, one of these, and one of these.
Hmm.
Oh, it didn't roll my skill for some reason. Let's try that one more time. Okay, that's no good at all.
For us.
Yep. So, I'm taking...
That's 4 successes. And at least
One,
one opportunity.
2,
2.
3, 4. Yeah, 4 successes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Actually, plus my I get successes equal to my strife too.
Strife. Oh, geez, really?
Yep. 4, 5, 6.
So,
I get
like, they still take the strife, but they also get successes for the
based on it.
strife.
Yeah. So yeah,
Ouch.
that's 6
Ah,
successes.
They're getting away!
Wow. 6 successes. Woo!
Any way that I could use my senses to like find a way to cut him off and like try to get to him or prevent him from escaping?
Yeah, that's just going to be a different approach. That'll be a water. That will be fitness
Oh, I
water
thought-
if you want to do that.
Oh, I thought I was like using my senses would be void.
Mm-mm. No, like trying to importune where he might be headed might be a void roll.
Void is hard to have approaches for. You just can't use void in any situation. It's got to be a distinctly spiritual one, and this is not. So each one of you now needs to make your own fitness rolls. So we're going to start with Crystal.
I'm also gonna take the fire approach and just try to run them down.
Okay.
Not too bad. That's 2 successes, 1 is explosive. So I'm gonna take that.
That's 3 successes.
Yep, 3
count for
successes.
something.
Oh, actually, there's a strife there, so that's 4 successes.
4 successes. Nice. Okay. It's now Matt.
All right.
kind
Well,
of-
I will still use this. Use the same strategy as I mentioned earlier, where I try to use my senses to like try to find a way
Alright.
to cut the.
You're going to use Void
Pursuit
Stance
off.
and run after her with Void. Got it. Make your roll.
Oh, okay.
I'll allow it. It says you can use any stance you want.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
That
2
is
successes
2
or
successes.
3 successes with the strife, or
No,
you don't get
just
strife.
void. You just don't get
Oh.
strife.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have 2
Gotcha.
successes.
So
Well,
2
I thought
successes.
it depended on whatever stance he was taking.
Yeah, he used void approach. So he
Yeah,
just
that's
doesn't
the approach, not the stance, right? I don't know
get
how, maybe I'm not
strife.
getting how that works.
So,
So we're considering these as fighting stances.
yeah. because it's opposed to the other person. So, Tarek, you're the last one up. What kind of stance are you using?
If I use water stance and I get an additional action,
Yes.
Yeah, what does
can
that
I
mean?
use that to continue running?
You can use anything that doesn't make a roll. So running at this point in time, running is a roll, so you can't do it. But you could like get something out, or do anything that doesn't require a roll. Basically. Well, Tarek?
I don't really have anything to pull out other than like a sword, and waving a sword in the middle of the street doesn't sound like a great idea. So, I
mean,
guess
you don't
I'll.
necessarily have
I
to
guess
run after
I'll
the guy.
do a fire stance then.
Okay.
To try to just all out run, and I'll try to do that.
Yep. Sounds good.
Bloop.
That's
So
two
three
successes.
successes.
3 successes. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate because I rolled so good. This person disappears into the city. Yuikimi actually keeps very good pace in keeping up. But you guys, let's see what we got here. The crab made the most, followed by the dragon. And the crab catches the lion catches up with the dragon. So you're just behind.
Ah.
Right? So you guys get there. And you miss them. They kind of get away from you. And you start searching the town. Because that's kind of your only option at this point. When you hear sword fighting, you hear the sounds of a fight. So y'all run there across the river, and you can see a fight happening across the river, and you get over there to the other side. And this is what you see. The sounds of fighting draw the PCs to the scene. And when you get there, you see Bayushi Sugai and a few of those Ronin that attacked you earlier at the poison water sake house.
Mm-hmm.
Standing over the corpse of Kitsuki Yukimi.
Oh, I ain't gonna be happy with that.
It is now time for a fight.
Oh yeah.
Big fight.
So,
I told you guys Sugai was evil.
but you didn't do anything about it, dang it.
That's what, ultimately, actually, that's what I was going to blame all of this on with Toshimoko, but he got all pissy and left. So I was like, well, fine then. Screw you too, buddy.
You woke him up in the middle of the night and needed so much.
Yeah. That sometimes truth comes from the mouth of babes.
Maybe you should have led with Bayushi Sugai.
Maybe I should have. Hindsight's a bitch.
So initiative is going to be... let me see here. At the start of the encounter, make an initiative check to learn about the environment. This is going to be tactics. Yes, this is the tactics roll. And you'll need to tell me how your... Yeah. Depending on what trait you use, depends on what extra information. You get. So each of you,
let's
please
see.
make an initiative roll.
Oh, I'm probably gonna be very angry at the fact that Kitsuki was killed by all those people. So I would probably like just look for any advantageous points at the area to see where I could take down the most of the Ronin that took her down. So I'm trying to see if I could go for like a fire approach.
Okay.
Like,
Go ahead and make your rolls then, everybody.
mm-hmm.
Please don't let me stop you.
I'm trying to
Okay.
survey the entire area.
I'm going to try to survey the surroundings and my opponents.
By the way, the trait you use will be the stance you start in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I rolled 3 blank dice. That's great.
3 blank dice.
Man, the dice gods are just not with us today.
They haven't been with us for a couple games.
You're all gonna die. Create new characters and start over again next year.
I mean, we didn't do terribly. Oh, that's never mind. That's I was like, somebody got an explosive success, but that was Corey.
Our opponent.
Sorry. It happens.
For a second there, I
sometimes.
thought that was Matt. I was like,
We're with the game
Yeah,
master.
like your 6 successes to run away.
I mean, maybe I
All
might
right.
have 1 void point.
Sunori, how many successes did you get?
2.
Akio, how many successes?
If I use fire stance, the strife becomes a success, right?
I don't think it happens on initiative rolls. Hold on. Let me
Because
just
I only
check.
got one
Yeah, do
opportunity
we get
with
strife
strife.
from this, or is this just like checking what order we go in?
Yeah, this is more like checking what order you go in. So I'm not even going to say you get strife from this.
Okay, I only got 1 opportunity. And
Yeah,
an
it has to
empty
be.
die.
It has to be a check against a foe.
Okay.
A check against a foe. An initiative ain't that. So how many did you get?
1 opportunity die with strife.
That's
No
it.
successes.
Okay.
Yep.
And Crystal.
2 successes.
Okay. Tarek, what kind of stance are you in?
Water.
Water. Okay, you notice that there are a lot of cargo around here, places that could be used to your advantage. And you also notice that there are lanterns hanging on ropes above. I don't know how that could help you. It may not. Crystal, what did you do?
Water.
Again, that's the information
Yeah.
you get. Sugai goes first.
So, how many opponents do we have?
You have Sugai and 3 henchmen.
Triss henchman.
So, since Crystal, you are the biggest threat because you have the most points in the tournament. Sugai, he's going to attack you.
Okay.
And he used Fire Stance. So he is going to attack you with his sword. He has 2 successes. Hold on. How does fighting work again?
And just
I
to
think that's
clarify,
3.
we are able to change stances in the middle of battle, right?
Yes,
Or
on your
like
turn.
between turns?
On your
Okay.
turn.
Every turn. Gotcha.
Yes, at the beginning of your turn.
All right.
All right, let me check right out here. Initiative, rounds, stances. Um. Huh. Let me check the book.
Better get a
Looking
bigger
for how
book.
attacks work.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger book.
We talk so much about the social aspect. When an attack happens, what do we do?
Everybody loses their
We are in a
mind.
skirmish. Initiative. Taking turns. Set stance. Perform action. Resolution. Action types. Attack. Intrigues. Duels. We're doing a skirmish. Skirmish. Range bands. So, during the turn, she will close to range 1 with Crystal. With Sugai. Sugai with Seiko, excuse me.
You mean he? Isn't
He.
Bayushi Sagai
Sugai is a guy.
a
yes.
man?
I keep forgetting that. Assist, calming breath, challenge. Clash. Guard, maneuver, strike. As an attack action using one readied weapon, you may make a TN2 martial arts check, targeting one character within the weapon's range. If you succeed, you deal physical damage to the target equal to the weapon's base damage plus your bonus successes. All right. Damage is a katana. So, I made 2 successes, which is a strike, which is 4 damage. Then, katana. Look up under equipment.
Okay. So the damage goes against our endurance?
Yeah, you'll take 4 fatigue.
Okay.
So you take fatigue damage. And katana, range 1, DSL 5. Deadliness plus 2. That's the deadliness of the weapon. Deadliness 5. More easily inflicts gruesome injuries. Page 269. 269. Critical strikes. Critical strike represents a particularly deadly blow that has slipped past the character's defense to inflict injuries, permanent scars, even death. When a character fails to defend against damage, they suffer a critical strike. Additionally, some effects of critical strikes, blah, blah, blah. Right. But how do you know what's a critical strike? It is a deadly weapon. It is deadliness plus 2, whatever that means.
We're learning.
Yes.
Damage is on 268. Dealing damage. A character reduces damage to 0. Their armor or similar reduction.
Yes.
Strike.
If the damage does not, if a character does not reduce the damage to 0 or defend, they suffer a critical strike. Defending against damage. When the effect of damage deals, a character must defend against the damage. To defend, they must receive an amount of fatigue equal to the remaining damage. Otherwise, they suffer a critical strike. So,
Okay, you get a critical strike if your fatigue is all the way up to your endurance.
yes. So, you can actually catch a breath. You can do a calming breath. As a support action, you take a deep breath and recover to recover stamina. If your strife is greater than half composure, you remove one strife. If your fatigue is greater than half your endurance, you remove one fatigue. So you can do that as an action.
Okay. And since I'm in water stance, I can do that and attack?
Yes. Suffering critical strikes. Here we go. A critical strike has a severity value, which dictated by the method in which it was inflicted. When a character suffers a critical strike after failing to defend a damage, the severity of deadliness following guidelines. Okay, so you'll get a critical strike when your fatigue equals your endurance.
Mm-hmm. And then based off the deadliness of the weapon, I guess you find a chart.
Yep, I roll it and then add +2. So, hold on.
Or make a TN1 fatigue or fitness check to mitigate the effects.
I see.
If the character succeeds, they reduce the severity by 1, plus the bonus successes.
Okay. So she made a whole bunch of advantage, and I'm just looking how to spend that. So, she's going to, or he is going to spend 2 of his opportunity to cause you 2 strife. As this is a very stressful encounter, and you've just been hit by someone who's probably better at swordsmanship than you.
Oh,
and you're
probably,
not sure if you can beat them. Yes, that's what happens. So, next is... Oh, geez. Where did I put my thing? There it is. Next is Seiko and Tsunori. So...
isn't it based off of like your fire or something?
Nah, I'll let you figure out who wants to go next between the two.
Go ahead, go first, Crystal. You're the combat-y person here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay in water stance, take a calming breath, and that takes off 1 strife, yeah?
Yes.
Because my fatigue isn't up to half. And then I'm gonna try to chop him into little bits.
Okay. That does not hit.
But I have 2 opportunities.
Yes. Do you have any
Cause him
techniques that are
strife.
using,
Cause
by the
him
way?
strife.
Well, I mean, on my 20 questions, I have a thing that says Kata, Lord Hita's grip, and Kata striking as water, but I couldn't even find those in the book to look up what they mean.
Okay, this is very important because you need these for this time and place.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2 kata, right?
Yeah.
Lord Hita's grip, right here. As an attack action, you may make a fitness void check targeting 1 creature's silhouette, 3 or larger, or human size. The TN of the check is equal to the silhouette of the target. If you succeed, the target suffers the immobilized condition, and you count as granting assistance. I think silhouette 3 is larger than man size.
Oh, you could use striking as water.
Yeah, 3 is like a horse. And what's your other one?
Striking as water?
Striking as water. Right here. When you make a martial arts melee roll as an attack action, you may spend opportunity in the following ways. Water. Your target treats their physical resistance as 1 lower per water spent this way. The effect persists until the end of your turn. So basically, when you're using a water stance,
Okay.
you can spend it to reduce their resistance, which is, their resistance is like armor. So I guess it doesn't have any bearing here since they're not wearing any type of armor.
Well, even traveling clothes gives you a 2 physical resistance.
It does?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You can reduce their resistance by 1 that way.
Okay, so what? Are we all at, like, physical resistance 2 now?
If we have clothes on, yes.
Hold on. I don't know if he's just saying that out
Yeah.
of his butt. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, look up traveling clothes.
Common clothes, resistance value, physical 1, ceremonial, physical 1, traveling clothes, physical 2.
So we're
Well, I'm
probably all
assuming everybody
wearing,
has
like,
traveling
1.
clothes. I started with traveling clothes, so if you don't have those, then it's
I have common clothes.
Well, then you get a physical resistance of 1, I think. But if you have traveling clothes specifically,
Wow.
Well, I specifically have traveling clothes, but I also specifically have lacquered armor, but I guess I don't really have that yet.
Yeah, you don't have that.
double awesome.
Yeah, so you took 2 less damage if you're wearing traveling clothes.
Yeah.
And you can spend your opportunity to reduce his resistance by 1.
Yep, that's what I'll do. Well,
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, because it wasn't even a success.
Can you not use opportunity if you don't make the roll? You know, I don't think you can.
No, I wasn't doing damage anyway, because
Yeah.
I didn't get 2 successes.
I don't think you can use opportunity unless you make the success. So,
It's irrelevant anyway.
is it? Let
Or
me
you can
double
save
check.
it up for the next hit that you try to make against him.
Let me
The
check.
way I understand it, resistance just says if they succeed in hitting you, you take that much less damage. Not that it makes you easier or harder to get hit.
So many things. So many things. Striking as water. When you make a martial arts melee check, you may spend this in the following way. It doesn't say that you have to hit. It doesn't have to be a success.
Yeah, what I'm saying is if I didn't hit, then their physical resistance doesn't matter because I didn't hit them in the first place.
But it lasts for until the end of your next turn.
Yes.
So it's setting yourself up for damaging them the next turn.
It lasts through my
Until the
next,
end of your next
turn,
turn.
too.
That's right. The
Okay.
effect persists until the end of your next turn.
Oh, okay, then I guess I'll use that.
Okay, excellent. We figured it out, everybody.
We're doing it! Yay!
How often can you use those things anyway?
You can activate them every turn as part of your as long as you fit the activation cost, whatever the activation situation is, you can activate it.
Alrighty.
You might also have school techniques that might be helpful. I don't know. Like Matt can breathe fire on people, I think.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
my
mine
ability
says-
is body is an anvil, but
It's Sonari's turn.
Mine is only relevant if I'm resisting a critical strike.
Okay, I am not hurt or anything, and I'm on water. So my first attempt is going to be attacking Suguru.
Sugai.
Bayushi Sugai.
I'm going to attack.
And
Bayushi
that's the guy that's like
Time that I
prematurely
have.
bald, right?
No.
And I am going to. Well, okay, that's my first action basically, and then I'll say what my extra non-roll action is.
So you move into range 1 with Sugai, and then you attack.
Yeah.
That's 2 successes.
2 blank
Hey.
dice.
And you get a
Why
strike.
am I keep rolling blank dice all the time?
Welcome to my world, where the points don't matter, and yet you feel at every turn.
I'm up to 8 strife. Okay. So I hit.
Yes.
I don't know all the stuff for a katana because I don't have it listed on my character sheet.
It's 4 damage.
Okay, so he takes 4 damage, and then I will do an assist roll or an
Unless
action
anything
for
is
assist
wearing.
to assist Seiko on her next attack.
Excellent.
So she'll get an extra die. If you have the skill, I think you get an extra skill die. And if you don't, you get an extra ring die. So I think you just get an extra skill die to use on your next attack.
Assist effects. As an attack action, intrigue, or support action, the GM accepts your suggestion. The chosen character, if the GM accepts your suggestion, you provide assistance on the character's chosen next action. So you have to tell me how you're assisting.
I'm trying to maneuver him, like force him to fight at a disadvantage that will push him into her attacking range. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm using tactical positioning to give her an advantage on her next attack.
Sounds good.
I'm a tactical boy.
Let me just make sure. Let me recheck stances here. Water stance just says that it doesn't have to be an attack roll to do it, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. As long as it doesn't require a roll, and it doesn't require a roll to help.
What page is that on? Not techniques.
You're talking about stances?
Yeah, you said it was in one of the places on your character sheet?
Yeah, it's on the character sheet. If you look at conflict mode, stances are described there.
I don't see it.
Yeah, if you just hover over the ring name.
Hover over the rings. Nope.
What do you mean, nope? Yeah, go to the conflict mode.
Yes.
Hover your cursor right over like water, fire, void, and it should pop up a little tooltip that says like water stance, conflict only. During your turn, you may perform one additional action that does not require a check.
Neat. It doesn't work for me, but hey, it works for you.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. Crystal, you get since he's skilled in it, you get an extra skill ring when on your next attack.
A skill die or
Yeah,
a
skill-
ring
skill
die?
Skill die. A skill ring.
You get a skill thing. The skills and stuff.
So,
Okay.
ruffians
Now
are next.
all of them. 4
And how
on
many are there?
3. Let's
One of
just
them
not die.
goes after the monk. Fire stance. So he'll gain some strife. Sugai gets some strife too. Hold on.
Also, if you call somebody out for a duel, like if you challenge them in the middle of a fight and they don't do it, everybody in their group gains stress. Just a heads up, because
Right.
y'all don't have a book in front of you. But
I'm
if you challenge them to a challenge and they accept the challenge, you have to put up 10 honor and 5 glory. And if you lose the fight, they get that, and you lose it. Like a risk reward. Meta conflict. Just a heads up. But since they're not doing a honorable one-on-one duel, I don't have a problem with interjecting myself.
Okay. So I hit you. What kind of clothes are you wearing?
Common clothes.
Okay, you have a resistance of 1, so you'll take 3 points of damage.
You can. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say you can do a fitness roll to mitigate that, but I think it's only if you hit like full endurance.
So hold on. So do I just add that to my fatigue?
Yes. You take
All right.
4. You take 3
Yeah.
fatigue.
Fatigue are like hit points in D&D, except they actually have the explicit meaning of being you taking time to dodge and get out of the way of these attacks.
Oh, you
right.
you hit Sugai with your sword, right?
Did.
Yeah, that's right. Takes 4 points of damage from you. Yeah, he took a hit and had to use fatigue to push off your blow.
And now he's standing in Seiko's way, so hopefully Seiko can smash him up good.
Well, one of these ruffians are going to close with you and attack. Oh, by the
I wish
way,
that was super cool already.
Matt, I was using
Yes?
fire stance, so I made an extra success, so please take 1 more point of damage. You'll take 4 total now. 5 minus 1 resistance.
What stance are you in, Matt?
I'm in fire stance as well.
Okay, well that's not too bad.
So, against Sonuri, I will keep those 2.
This is successes.
Okay.
I heard it go bloop, but nothing came up. There it is.
All right.
Death,
Tarek.
death, and more death.
This is what happens to your character. I hit you with my sword for 5 points of damage. And then I as you're they have katana, right? Yeah, they have katana. And as you're reeling from the blow, he kicks you and you're knocked down on the ground.
Oof.
Take a point of strife.
So I take 1 strife, and you said 4 fatigue?
5.
5. Are they using like a different weapon? What kind of
No,
weapon are they
extra successes add to damage.
using? Oh, he had
3 successes.
3 successes. So that's
3?
4 damage plus
Fire
an
stance, baby.
extra,
Fire
which
stance.
is
Oh, because of the
5.
strife. Okay, now I see.
Crystal. One is attacking Seiko. And misses.
Whiff.
Yep, just misses.
Well, I mean, I just missed too, so fair is fair.
Akio, you're last.
Dead last, apparently.
You're last.
Not
Any way
dead.
any way I can activate my school ability? Because I'm trying to look up information for it, and I still haven't found the activation cost. Like, I'm even looking at the wiki page for it. I'm like,
Shouldn't be.
Not
There shouldn't be a wiki for it. Y'all need
Yeah.
to write your techniques down. I should not be the arbiter
Hey.
of your techniques.
I tried looking mine up, but this book is all over the place.
Kiho. What's your Kiho's name? Your body is an
Kiho?
anvil.
blood of the kami, dragon tattoo, body is an anvil.
All right. Body is an anvil. Activation. As a movement and support action, you may make a TN3 meditation fire check to prepare your defenses. When you perform this action, you may choose a character at range 0 or 2 as the target of the burst effect. If you succeed, this Kiho activates. While active, your defense against damage from an attack action, the character... if you defend against damage from an attack action, the character who attacked you suffers supernatural damage equal to your fire ring and gains the dazed condition.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That sounds pretty dope.
And I have to use a martial skill meditation with a fire approach.
Huh? What'd you... No.
Oh.
Yeah, meditation fire approach, yeah.
All right.
TN3.
Let's go ahead. Huh?
TN3. What stance are you in?
Fire.
Okay, you're in fire stance.
Uh-huh.
So, choose a character.
All right, the guy that just attacked me.
Okay. He is within range.
All
And
right,
now
and
you
I'm
must
going to
make
use
a-
my bow staff too, if possible.
You make a TN3 meditation fire check. This is both your movement and support action. So this is your action and your movement all in one. This is the only thing you can do right now.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Yes.
Woof.
Dang, you did it!
Yeah, and you
And
have an explosive success you can roll.
Yeah,
I
let me
don't
see.
know if that helps.
That's blank. All right, so I'll keep.
That's a shame.
I'll keep all my successes.
That's a shame, because if you had 2 or more bonus successes, something else happens.
Ah.
But it activates, which is the best part.
Do tell. Because I'm mad as a
So
monkey.
now this guy.
And as a well, you can only keep you can only keep 2. Oh no.
Oh yeah,
What's
it
with
does
this
say keep 2.
limitation, boy.
You doesn't activate. You can only keep 2.
What? Ah.
Because your fire ring is 2.
Because your
You
fire
would have
ring
had
is
to get a
2.
success on that explosive
Wait a minute.
success.
No, he's in fire
Or-
stance. He made
Yeah,
it.
he still gets it. He still gets an extra.
Yeah.
Success
Oh, you
from
get
the,
that for things
From one of the
other
strikes.
than for
Scare the crap
attacking.
out of me.
Yeah, as
buddy.
long as it's
Yeah.
against a foe, and this is against
Then
him.
you get 4.
Why were you trying to scare the crap out of me, Corey? Come on, boy.
So you'll take 1 strife, but you'll get it.
Uh huh.
Wait,
And I'm wondering,
doesn't he take 2?
what it does against him.
He has to attack
he doesn't
you.
have to.
He has to attack
doesn't
you
have
for it to
take
activate.
that.
Well, did I at least hit him with my bow staff?
No, you're activating a Kiho.
Okay.
I said that's the only thing you can do this round is activate your Kiho. So
Okay.
you center yourself, activate your ki within you.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you just did some like anime stuff.
spiritual nonsense.
You're and this like aura is now around you.
Mm-hmm.
You powered up.
And
And
You
so
were
if he
And
attacks,
your skin is extremely hot to the
Akio,
touch.
then he
That's
takes
all I get from
damage?
this fandom
Yes.
wiki, and it disappoints me.
so as you concentrate, the dragon on your body begins to move across your body and belches out a gout of flame, and that flame kind of covers your body in this aura. How do you like them apples? So that's what you
You're a
did.
goalpost.
We're going back up to the top to Sugai. Sugai is going to change to attack Sonuri because he got hit by you, and that's no good.
Good.
I'm going to keep in the fire stance. Get rid of you kids as quickly as possible. I get to keep 3, so yeah, I'll just keep the 3 successes. I won't take any more strife, and I will do 5 points of damage to you. 5 points of fatigue.
Okay.
And now it's up to Seiko.
I think I need to make a roll here.
What happened?
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm wrong.
You're wearing
Because I only
common
take 3 points of damage each time so far, so
Yes.
I should be fine.
Yes. Your clothes can absorb some of the blow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have something special from Tarek. What exactly was that again?
He has assisted
to-
you.
You get
Yes.
to roll an extra.
Skill
I
die.
roll an extra, yeah. No,
Or sorry.
yeah,
skill die.
skill die.
That's the ticket.
I'm gonna keep my water stance
Okay.
and attack Sugai again. And now my extra skill die.
You also get to keep 1 extra die, by the way.
2 successes and an opportunity.
That hits. And that's 4 points of
And
damage.
that's it. It just hits.
I think that's still. So you hit, and then you have an opportunity, right? I think you can spend opportunities.
Yep. As you're striking
Yes.
with water.
Um,
To reduce
and
it.
his resistance was already reduced by 2 from last time.
By 1 from last time.
Oh, I can only do it once?
Well, you only had 1 opportunity last time. And
Oh, I thought I had 2.
no, you had 1. But, yeah.
He's
That
lying.
resistance...
Check your previous roll.
That resistance goes away. That resistance penalty goes away. because it's the end of your turn now, but you can now reapply.
Yeah, I know.
it.
I can do it again.
Yes.
And I will do that.
Tarek, you're up.
Okie dokie. I have to get up, so I do that
Yes.
as part of my movement, I guess.
Sure. That is your. That's a part of your movement. Yes. You get up.
Okay, I will get up. I
Oh
will.
wait, that wasn't
slap
a separate
attack.
action to do that,
I
was
will
it?
use
It's just
bubble gun.
part of what I can do as part of the attack.
Yeah. Hold on, Crystal. You had an extra action you wanted to.
Yeah,
perform?
because I'm in water. I wanted to do another calming breath.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Go ahead, Tarek.
Okay, and I will attack Sugai again.
Okay.
Boop. Okay, so I have 2 successes and a
Opportunity
opportunity
and 2 strife.
and 2 strife. Okay. Boop. And as part of a support action, what is a support action?
What is a support action? It's just one of the kinds of actions you can take.
Okay, so calming breath is a support action. So as my second action, I will take a calming breath,
Okay.
and I will spend my void point to activate my warrior's resolve and remove fatigue equal to my honor rank,
Nice.
which is 5. So I'll go down to 1 fatigue. Actually, 0 fatigue because I also lost 1 from the breathing
the breath.
exercise because I was above my fatigue. And then I will lose 1 strife. And that's my turn. So I hit him. He'll take 4 strife minus whatever his clothes do. 4 strife. I think that's right. And I don't.
You mean fatigue?
really think I don't have any big bonuses that I could do with my opportunity.
So,
So that's all.
when a character suffers a critical strike after failing to defend against damage, the severity of the deadliness of the source of damage.
Okay, if that's the case, then I can use one of my opportunities if he's taking a critical strike to increase my deadliness of my weapon. So I will do that then with my
Okay.
opportunity.
Because your weapon has deadliness +2, right?
Yeah, because it
Should be,
gets
'cause it's a
deadliness +2
katana.
because I'm two-handing, and it gets deadliness, additional deadliness because I can spend an opportunity to increase the deadliness of a katana because it's a razor-edged weapon.
Okay. When a character suffers a critical strike, they must make a TN1 fitness check to mitigate its effects. If the character succeeds, they reduce the severity by 1 plus bonus successes. Then consult 6 and apply the listed effects to the character. How do we know what the severity? Critical strike has a severity value, which is
Yeah, I
dictated
think
by
it's
the
the
method in which it was
deadliness.
inflicted. So how do we know what the severity is?
So the severity is the deadliness. So the deadliness of a katana is 5 plus 2 if you're double-handing it. So that's
Okay.
7 plus 1 from my opportunity. So that's 8. So the severity is 8.
8.
And so if you look at the chart, you just do the chart at 8 minus whatever he makes on his roll.
Okay. So, fitness. Using the ring of their choice in the narrative scene, the ring of their stance dictates. Okay, they were in fire, so. Fire fitness. Oh, dang.
Ugh.
Well, that still means he mitigates 3 points so far. 4 points. 4 points.
4 points.
That's
So
1, 2, 3,
Uh,
4,
that
5,
means it's down
6,
to 4, so he gets a
7
flesh wound.
successes.
It's just a
He
flesh
gains the
wound.
lightly wounded condition. If the attack is also razor edge, he now suffers.
Suffers bleeding. So he's bleeding and he's lightly wounded. Which are on the next pages. So bleeding means that effect. When a bleeding character makes a check, they suffer physical damage equal to the strife symbols on each kept die, ignoring their resistances. Each time damage inflicted this way causes the character to suffer a critical strike, the severity of the critical strike is treated as being equal to the character's current fatigue. Wow. And someone needs to specifically stop the bleeding in order for him to not bleed out.
Yes. So, okay, the hit sinks. Wait, you said the deadliness was 8, right?
Yeah, the deadliness
Yeah, how do
of
you
my
do
attack
that?
was 8.
So I reduced it by 4.
Yeah,
So that's
it
a
goes
flesh
down
wound.
to 3-4, right?
Yeah, 3-4 flesh wound. The hit
That's-
sinks into the character's flesh, slicing shallowly or creating a vicious contusion. The character suffers lightly wounded. This attack has the razor edge quality. The character suffers the bleeding condition. And
So he's getting
katanas are-
bleed damage and he's getting lightly wounded. So he's going to have a tougher time doing anything because his TN's increased by 1.
All right, lightly wounded. Yeah.
Increase the TN of their checks with the affected ring by 1.
If the character would suffer
fire?
lightly wounded again from the same ring, they remove it and get severely wounded.
Or is it the person who attacked him's ring?
No, it's his ring.
It's my
Okay.
ring. Lightly wounded. Just
He's
does
been lightly wounded in the fire.
in the fire. So I'll have to change stances. Bleeding, yeah. They suffer physical damage equal to wow.
Yeah, their current fatigue.
Wow.
They're kept dice. Yes.
So if he's already hurt but past his endurance, he's going to be in a lot of pain with that bleed.
Okay. That is not cool for Sugai. The
Good.
ruffians get to go.
Oh noes. Yes. Akio lives to see another day. Yay.
Hold on, let me check your Kehoe here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have
Oh
to hit
yeah,
you?
the Kehoe. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Matt. We're good as a team. See, this is why we
You
shouldn't.
have to defend against damage. And to defend against damage.
Defending.
So you have to, okay, you have to at least take damage for this thing to go off.
Ah. And considering how poorly the roll went for that guy, I'm pretty sure I was just standing still. It's like, oh, I feel drunk.
So your Kehoe is
So
still
how long
active?
does that
He just
last?
misses you.
Does it just like last until he gets hit?
It just says it's active.
But to be fully active or like to fully render damage,
Hold on.
I still have to
The
get.
enhancement lasts until the character chooses to end it.
Or
Or-
it successfully activates?
Or until you activate another Kehoe.
Oh,
or
I
until
don't
the
have
end of
any
the
other
scene.
Keto. Huh?
Or until
Yep.
the end of the scene. So it
So
will
it's just there.
It's just there.
Good. Goody. Goody goody
Good.
gumdrops.
I'm glad since it actually
Dang.
took his turn to do.
That's pretty dope. Kehoe are pretty dope.
That's 6 successes.
Someone's getting hit.
Yeah, Tarek, you are.
Oh, I'm getting hit.
Yeah. That's 6 points of damage.
Ah.
Okay, well, shit. I can only do that, like, refresh thing once a scene, so this might be painful if they keep ganging up on me like this.
By the way, can you
Oh,
move your camera
no.
out or something? Because all we're getting is the top of your head.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was looking
Yes,
down
the
at
man boobs. We need the man boobs.
My bad.
Crystal. The last ruffian attacks you. It will hit you for 5 points of damage. And then knock you to the floor. And you'll get 1 strife for being knocked down.
Okay.
And now, it's Akio's turn.
All right. I will use my bow staff in fire stance to knock the drunkard down, and
Okay.
hopefully have him stay down. Ooh. Okay. And let me see if I can use a ring.
So that's...
Okay.
Are you keeping all those dice?
Yep.
4 successes.
Yes.
So how
Good
much damage
shot.
does a bow staff do?
6, I believe.
Really?
No. Wrong.
What? That's what it says on my damage sheet.
It does say damage 6. It just doesn't have very much deadliness.
Oh yeah, two deadliness.
It
Ah,
two
does,
deadliness.
it does say 6 for a bow.
6. So 7, 8. You do 8 points of damage.
It's bludgeoning,
How
all
does
right.
a bow staff do more than a katana?
Because katana are more deadly. It kind of makes sense.
Right. You hit the guy. Bam! And he just falls over. Bloop.
You like
knocks
really
out.
rang his bell.
You gotta ring that gong.
Or gong, I suppose.
He's a ruffian.
Whatever.
He's a minion, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do like if you critically strike him, he goes down.
So just one hit and he's
He's unconscious
He's
now.
unconscious now. He's
Okay,
dreaming of things.
like, I'll take the opportunity to tie him up and give him to the proper authorities after the battle is done.
Yes, after we're done.
Okay. Sugai goes. And who hit her last? Oh, you
Him.
did, Tarek. So
Wait,
I'm
I-
misgendering him.
I'm going to change
Oh
my
yeah,
stance.
it was him last, because I've been going before him.
Oh shoot! I gotta change my stance to void stance.
No more fire.
But I hit you.
Yeah.
But you take strife.
No, I don't.
It says for each strife symbol on the kept dice.
Oh.
Exactly. So you still take bleed damage.
2 successes, 2 strife. I'm guessing.
Equal to my current fatigue.
Excuse me.
Right.
But he will hit because the TN is 3 and he hit 3 successes. Oh wait, no, he can only hit 2 successes, so he misses.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I miss,
And he bleeds a little.
and I bleed a little, and I have to make a fitness roll.
Oh, that's for the TN is for like.
Oh, he fitnessed.
Maybe. Oh, this is so confusing.
And bear witness to the fitness.
Yeah, this is kind of confusing. I'll take 3 minus. Excuse me. Gotta use this thing.
Fighting is dangerous.
You don't say.
All right. So guy falls over from her bleeding out. Because it says each time damage the character suffers a critical strike with the severity of the critical strike equal to the character's current fatigue. That's crazy. Because if your
Especially if you have high fatigue.
yeah, if your fatigue is higher,
Well, I mean, it took you longer to get to that point if you had high fatigue.
yeah,
But
that doesn't
then-
make sense at all.
High endurance.
If you have a lot of endurance and your fatigue is high because of it, if you're taking deadliness equal to your fatigue now, that means it's a much severe hit by bleeding. That makes no sense at all. Shouldn't it be the amount of fatigue you have over your endurance? That makes more sense.
I don't have a lot of experience in the game. This is my first game, so it's kind of like,
Severity of the
eh?
critical strike treated as being equal to the character's current fatigue.
Yeah. That makes no sense, doesn't it? There's a small errata online. And I printed it out. What happened to that sheet that I printed out? Is the question. Ah, here it is. Legend of the Five Rings errata. No, there is no errata on this at all. That's what it is. That's what it is.
It kind of scares me because that's very dangerous. That's very damaging, very quickly damaging.
Yeah.
When fighting with katana, shit gets deadly real quick. That's what I've learned from this.
Yeah. So
It's
that
kind of
falls
like
over.
real life.
True. I mean, fair, but it used to be in older editions. It was much more of a drawn out struggle in that sense.
Hold on, let me check something real quick.
I only feel like it's weird that how much damage you take is determined on what your overall endurance is. And the higher your endurance is, the more damage you take.
Okay.
And I'll
Next
be right back.
is Seiko.
Well, I guess I'll turn around and get one of those ruffians after I take a nice calming breath. Here we go. Oh, there we go. 3 successes.
Okay, you hit the ruffian. You take a strife.
Yep, I do.
How much damage? 4. It's a katana, so 4
Yeah,
plus
4
1
plus
more is-
1.
is 5.
So 5 minus
that
the
brings-
resistance.
That brings them down. There's
We've
one
got another
ruffian
one
left.
out.
Tarek, you have one ruffian left. Can you dispatch him?
I will try. I'm still on water stance, so I'll throw that out.
Oh, wait. I
Oh.
was on my butt, so I have to stand up first
Yeah, but-
instead of the calming breath, I guess.
no,
You get a
that's-
movement
that
action.
can be part of
you
your
can
move
stand
action.
back.
Oh,
That's part of your
okay.
movement.
You just can't move any range bands at that point. So I need to reroll 1 ring die.
Try again. Didn't take.
There we go.
There you go.
An
Okay.
opportunity.
So here's the thing. I hit, but I am now at more strife than my composure,
Yes.
because that's 3 strife. So I'm at 10 strife and 10 composure.
Yes.
Oh, so it's not when you go over.
Does something happen immediately, or do I have time to do my calming breath afterwards?
You are compromised. I don't know how that works. I'll let you do your calming breath, if that was what
Okay.
you're gonna do.
So it'll just take me down to 9 strife, which is still not great. I'm running on hot,
keeping
guys.
3, so I assume you're keeping all of your symbol dice here.
Yeah, all the single dice. So there's 2 opportunities and then 2 successes.
Okay.
3 strikes.
You've done it. You've hit him for 4 points damage. He's still up. What are you doing with your opportunity?
I can't really do anything but make my attack more deadly, which isn't going to affect him if he still has fatigue left. So
Okay.
that's it. I don't got
Um,
any cool kata besides restoring my health for a minute.
He is going to run away.
Ah! Fire!
Who?
The last
ruffian
guy.
takes off running.
The last ruffian. He's going to run away.
Oh no,
Akio,
we need witnesses.
are you going to do anything? What's your action?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
No.
You're
Well,
last.
you didn't say my character's name specifically, so I'm like,
I said
all right,
Akio.
so-
Yes, I did.
All right. Then I probably didn't hear it. So, you know what? So since all the other ruffians are down, I'm probably just gonna try to see if I could, toss my bow staff and hopefully knock that other ruffian out while he's running.
All right,
Hopefully
melee
hit him in
ranged.
the back of the head. Huh?
Melee ranged.
Melee ranged.
What's your stance?
Fire.
Okay.
So your roll is going to be based on your melee range skill.
Ah.
Or sorry, martial arts ranged.
Mm-hmm.
You miss.
Oh well, I go to pick up my bow staff in shame.
Up the top, it's Crystal.
I'm gonna let that guy go. He's just some nobody. And I look around for something I can, maybe stop this scumbag from bleeding to death with.
Okay, you can make a medicine check.
Okay.
It is a medicine air check, and the TN is rather high. The TN is 4.
I'll have to
Spend,
get some
boy.
explosive successes for that.
You can get assistance with this.
I can help, but I've got
I don't-
no
I don't-
rank
I don't-
in medicine.
Yeah, I don't have the skill, but I can help. You'll get an extra ring die to keep.
The beast turd alive.
Do you have medicine, Matt?
You got it.
Matt, do you
I
have
do not.
medicine?
I have a 0 rank in medicine.
Okay, you
but
get 2
I can
extra
assist.
ring dice on this roll.
Huh?
Okay.
Are you spending void?
Yeah, I'll spin my void. You know, I don't want this guy to die. I want him to suffer the consequences.
I also kind of want to pin all of the entirety of this entire situation onto this guy. Pin it all on him.
Okay, medicine air.
So that way we can go
and
back
then my
on train
extra 2
lands.
dice.
I mean, my character doesn't really give a shit whether he can be in Greylands or not, but
3
he
dice.
does not. He does not want to be.
Oh, yeah.
You get 1 more die.
That's another ring one.
Yep.
Wait, why did it roll 2?
I don't know.
Just keep the success. keep
Yeah,
the
the
success.
first one there, because
Well, you did not make
I
it.
didn't make it. He's still bleeding.
Still bleeding out. Would you like to try one more time?
Are either of you guys any good at medicine?
Nobody is.
I got 1 on theology.
I'll say
Which
his
is-
prayer rights.
I don't think praying for him is necessarily the most optimal option at the moment.
I can try to do a spiritual approach to helping him heal.
It's air. It's an air roll.
It's just what always air.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll keep trying.
Wait, if you fail, reduce the number of remaining rounds remaining for the dying condition by their shortfall.
Oh, okay.
She's
2.
How is the
no, it's
Kitsuki
not.
looking?
It's,
Is she dead?
Oh yeah, it is by 2. Yeah, he's dead
She
now.
she's headless.
It's a he.
He bled to
So she's
death.
the-
He bled to
Kitsuki.
death. Bled out. Dead.
I thought Kitsuki was a female. Like she was the
Kitsuki, yeah.
The
Topaz.
Kitsuki?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there's one in our student group who is female, Maylin. But
No, not the Bayushi.
oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Kitsuki
Kitsuki,
Yukimi.
yeah.
Kitsuki Yuikimi, she's dead.
Yeah.
She
She was
caught
dead when we got here.
Yeah. They finished murdering her first.
And then we murdered them to an extent.
Well, shit. You all heard him confess to the fact that he was the one who truly gave the rumor out, right? Before he
Well,
died?
it helps
Yes.
that there's a sword on him that is blue and white.
Yes, that
Looks exactly like Riku's sword.
Call magistrates. Somebody call a magistrate. I'll call a magistrate.
They're
Okay.
all at the Kakita Dueling Academy.
Oh shit, it's not working.
I will go
I could-
find someone and bring them here.
They're all at the Kakita Dueling Academy.
Yes, I said I will go get someone and bring them here.
Okay, you go.
I got 1 rank in fitness.
Monk, Matt, what do you do?
And you should tie up these Ronin.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I will tie up the Ronin because I was planning to do that earlier during the battle.
Tarek,
Like,
what are
we
you
need
doing?
Confessions. And confessions we shall get.
Tarek, what are you doing?
I'm standing over everybody, looking very menacing to stop anybody from interfering at this point,
Right.
and stressing.
Okay. Seiko, you return to the tournament grounds only to find Riku grimly preparing to commit ritual suicide for accidentally injuring her opponent. Toshimoko stands nearby. His face looks as if it was carved from stone. He sees you come in without any evidence. What do you do?
I yell out, wait! We've found the culprit. Unfortunately, he's dead. But on him was a sword that exactly matched the one that Riku used in the duel.
Toshimoko turns to you and says, first he says, hold! Clearly there's more going on here than first appears. Seiko, you said there is, you dispatched the culprit, and there's evidence?
Yes, Bayushi Sagai had a sword that matched Kakita Riku's
Retrieve
sword.
it.
Yes. And I'll go get it.
Okay. You go get it, you bring it back.
And you won the marathon.
You go get it. Seiko comes back. By
Seiko's
herself.
Unless you guys are coming with me, I'll tell you what's up.
Okay, then yeah, I'll take the sword from Sagai's possession and follow you to the training grounds.
Okay.
And I will watch over the body and the ruffians. Unless my presence is needed. So go!
You
Okay, we head back.
Yeah, you should go too. Everybody
I
should
should-
go. It's important that you go. This is the
All right,
game.
fine, I will acquiesce.
Why are you people? You are the heroes, not magistrates. You do it.
All right, fine, but what if somebody moves the bodies? Or like body
Bodies
and...
don't really matter at this point as long as we have the evidence that he
Oh.
stole the sword.
I assume somebody would have come with me.
Hey,
Yeah, so
Matt,
I'll go.
you may not
Yes.
know this. No one's going to touch the body. Touching dead bodies is taboo. No one's going to do it.
And what about the tied up ruffians?
You tied them up. They're fine. Don't worry about
Well,
them.
what if one of their people is like, oh hey, since no one's watching over you, I'll untie you and then we'll skedaddle.
Stop being so paranoid and let's go.
Ah, fine. Nope,
Jeez.
ain't getting out of this chair.
So you come back into the scene as you see a terribly frightened Riku and Toshimoko. Seiko, please bring forth the sword, or please bring forth your evidence.
I will bring it forward.
He picks it up. You said this was on Bayushi Sagai.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, it appears that Bayushi Sugai has tried to interfere with this duel. Kakita Riku, your honor is intact. You may proudly continue in this tournament. Here's your sword. It seems that machinations of Bayushi Sugai have put a pallor over this entire competition. Where is Kitsuki Yuikimi?
Sugai saw fit to dispatch of her. As
Along
she
with
was the
some
first.
Ronin.
She was the one who identified him in the crowd, and we followed them. He wished to stop it with her and did not see us coming alongside.
I see.
Which gave us the advantage.
I see. You three, Hida Seiko, Akoma Tsunuri, and Togashi Akio. You tried to warn me earlier that somebody was trying to hurt somebody in this competition, and I did not listen to you. I apologize. And he bows.
I returned the bow.
Of course. Return his bow.
It appears you were very correct, and your astute judgment honors this ceremony. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, and I will not dismiss you again in such a manner. We must continue with the ceremony, though.
Mm-hmm.
It is time to get back to the dueling. And the ceremony begins again. So everybody gets a chance to duel, but don't worry about losing or winning or anything like that. We can say that both of you win. All three of you win your first duel.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Togashi Akio, you are excused from dueling. You're a monk.
Okay.
You don't have to duel at all. Akoma Tsunuri, you win your first duel, but are beaten in your second. And Hida Seiko, she wins her first, her second, and goes to the championship round, where you are up against...
Roll for it.
Can anybody guess who she's up against?
Riku.
I forget her name.
Kakita Riku.
Of
The
course.
crane with half white hair, half black hair, put into a braid.
Why? Because she's special.
I'm wondering if that's natural or dyed/bleached.
She has
Like
a
the
bush that's
snowflake.
half-half.
Her eyebrows
What?
are one
What?
black and one white.
No, they're both black.
But her
Okay.
mustache is half white.
So in this beginner game, dueling is a little simplified here. So we're not going to do the main dueling rules in the book. So what's going on is you will make a single competitive TN1 martial arts melee check. The character with the most bonus successes takes the lead in the tournament.
Okay.
Right.
A single martial arts melee check.
A single martial arts melee check. Okay, I have to make this sheet real quick. Give me one moment while I prepare the character sheet.
Basically, all you have to do is put in whatever ring she's using and whatever her melee rank is.
Yes, she's really tough, though, by the way.
I figured.
3. By the way, since, this scene isn't done. This is the end of the... Actually, I'm going to let y'all reduce your strife to your endurance for this.
Yay.
And your fatigue. Your strife and fatigue are reduced to half of your endurance and composure.
All right, so 4 and 4. Joy.
Yeah, I have a feeling that as soon as we got into the duels, the reason I lost was because I stressed out and was like, bah!
Yeah.
You're like, oh, so much fighting today!
I didn't know the monks were excused from it.
I'm a goddamn courtier, and I've had to fight so many. I have some guy's blood on me still. It's
So,
disgusting.
Crystal, you may pick your stance, whatever stance
just
you
fun.
want.
Okay,
I just want a
so
bath and some tea.
is this just gonna be like a single
A single roll. It's an Iijitsu strike. One roll.
Whew.
Spend your void.
I already spent my void trying to save that bastard.
You don't have any like anxiety that you had to deal with and got your void back or anything?
No.
Water.
No.
Let's see.
I'm just trying to help you get stuff.
My adversity is scorn of the imperial families.
So,
My anxiety is delusions of grandeur.
she is going to attempt an air stance, which will increase her TN by 1. So now you have to make a martial arts by 2.
Oh, okay, so it makes her harder to hit.
That's right. What's your stance?
What do they all do?
Fire gives you successes
Fire
for
gives you
any
extra successes for
strife.
strife.
Air increases your TN. Water lets you do an additional check or
Which is
additional action that does not require a check.
Irrelevant for
Void
this.
negates strife. And
no.
Earth, other characters cannot spend opportunity against you for critical strikes, conditions, persistent effects, that kind of stuff.
Okay, then. Then really my best option is just to go with my highest ring. Because I'm not good with air. And fire is, like, not good enough to...
Well, if you get strife, that turns into successes.
Yeah. Kind of a 50-50 thing here.
Okay.
I guess I'll gamble it and go with fire.
All right. Fire it is. I'll make a roll first. Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Hit the button.
Ooh. Oh, she keeps 2.
She does keep 2, but
Which is 3 successes.
she'll get 3 successes. So you need to beat 3.
Come on, explosive successes and strife. I got 2 successes.
Aww.
And opportunity needs a little more weight to this kind of narrative, or to battle.
Okay.
As you get stronger, you'll have more stuff to spend opportunities on. So it kind of does.
Oh, okay.
Seiko. Seiko loses the Iijitsu duel. Riku is able to strike faster, and you will take a sword strike of just 2 damage, but your clothes kind of absorb that. They're just like blunted. It's a blunted sword. And
This time.
everybody cheers as Kakita Riku will become the new Topaz champion.
Where? Riku, you freaku!
So, everybody will. Where is it? Doo-doo-doo. Everybody will move the ceremony to the Temple of 1,000 Fortunes. Yeah, the Shrine to the 1,000 Fortunes.
Up here? Or that's Amaterasu. This one's the one.
I'll
Yeah.
show everybody. This
The
is
one, like,
this is
kind
the
of
one
toward
right
the
there.
middle.
Yeah.
At this place, everybody is led one at a time to the new to receive their honors. Starting with the lowest person. So, Hitoshi, he is given an honor as a samurai. Then it moves over. Excuse me, gotta look this up here. Here we go. Then it moves over to Togashi Akio. Mind you, a couple other samurai go, and then Akio goes.
Okay.
Not very many though. Just like maybe
Yeah, I
2
know.
samurai.
I conceded to my fate in being one of the lower ranked.
And this is by our honor, in the order.
Mm-hmm.
Or it might have been.
No, it's not by your honor. It's by your
skill.
placement in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
So
by your
you're in like
placement.
the top 5 percentile.
So
Am I?
no, you're low. Akio is scored low.
No, I'm saying Seiko. Seiko's in the
Seiko
top
scored
5
high.
percentile.
So you are given your wakizashi. A daisho consisting of a wakizashi and
And a ninja claw.
and a bow staff. You were given
Another bow
a
staff.
monk's bow staff.
I guess the one you already had was like a crappy one for students.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what makes it better or
It might be like
worse.
ornate or have actual
Yeah,
dragon
maybe.
mons or his school mon on it or something.
Yeah, why not? It
It's
looks great.
decorated.
Well, actually, you can choose another weapon instead of a katana or a bow staff. If you want a different weapon, you can choose another weapon.
What other options are there? Excuse me.
Okay, never mind. You get a bow staff.
I'll take.
I'm not going through 100
Wakizashi
options.
and the bow staff. Keep the Wakizashi on me just in case. Ugh.
Then you are given a gift of Argud incense sticks. And Toshimoko says, smoke and meditation are 2 keys in finding wisdom. Genpuku is when the body comes to life for the first time, and incense awakens the soul. As dragon breathes smoke and is enlightened, so should it be with all in the dragon clan.
I gratefully accept the gift. Thank you.
Then, Tarek's up next. A couple other samurai go, and then Tarek. You receive your daishio and katana. If you have any armor or anything, you are given that as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Matt, before you go, what name do you choose for your character? As you now get a new name.
I will go with Tatsuo, meaning masculine dragon.
You are now Togashi Tatsuo of the Dragon Clan. Tsunari gets his daishio. Do you have any armor? I don't think you came with armor.
I don't start with armor, no.
Okay.
You come with armor.
And you get a gift. The fury of battle can be discouraging even to the bravest of fighters. And they present you with a pole banner with the lion Mon on it. This banner serves as a reminder not only of your clan you fight for, but those who fought before you. With their ancestors behind them, a samurai never stands alone.
Very fitting.
What is the name you choose for yourself?
I choose the name Kage.
Kage?
Kage.
Kage.
Oh, Kage. Yeah, that would be Kage, not Kage. Kage would be with a J.
Okay, Kage.
Mm-hmm. Do you desire to become the next Hokage?
Finally, Seiko. You are last before Kakita Riku. And you get... what kind of equipment does your character... did you put on your character?
My starting equipment, I automatically get lacquered armor in addition to the weapons and
What were the
such.
weapons?
A daisho, a warhammer, a club, a knife.
You are given a lot of weapons. As befits your station. A hammer, a daisho, all that stuff.
Does that mean I got all the weapons that I get for my school too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I get a Yari, a Tessin, and a Yumi as well. Get a lot of war gear without armor, which basically tells me they think you're gonna die soon. So whatever.
You are also gifted a small jade talisman. Carved to a point, the stone is meant to serve as protection, both spiritual and physical. The sharp end can be used in a pinch to end the life of some horde creature from the Shadowlands. However, when worn around the neck, the talisman serves as a constant reminder that danger and duty are always nearby.
Nice.
Because you gotta remember, danger and
I
duty always goes for that
graciously
booty.
accept my items.
The ceremony ends with an Utsun Banzai as everybody is applauded for graduating from their Genpuku.
My name.
Oh, your name. God, I keep forgetting things.
And the name I have chosen is Nozomi.
Nozomi. Kakita Riku is honored with the armor of the Topaz Champion and the sword of the Topaz Champion. Wait, Crystal, you get something extra.
Ooh, I get
Yes.
something extra for being runner-up.
You do. It's not in
You get a
here.
makeup set.
I get what? A makeup set?
You'll look like the best geisha that we have in town.
The
Huh?
runner-up receives a well-crafted katana. It not only has damage for range 1, but also the ceremonial attribute.
Okay.
So your katana has the ceremonial
Where do
attribute.
I put all this stuff?
under armaments in combat mode.
And you
I
get
thought it
an
was
extra
combat.
3 koku.
Oh, you made some cash.
You made some cash. 3 koku. Yes, Kakita Riku gets the armor, gets a ceremonial katana, the armor of the Topaz Champion, and her new name is.
Gotta write this down.
Gonna look up her new name here.
Junzo.
No, it's a male's name.
Unless she likes to buck convention.
She is now Kakita Shisui.
Shizue?
Shisui.
Shit.
Kakita Shisui. So, Tarek, update your sheet.
SHOSUE.
ShuSui.
Shizue.
Shisui.
Yeah, if it was Shizue, it would be with a Z. Or it would be spelled
Shisui.
with a Z.
So, yes, the celebration ends with an Utsuna Banzai, and everybody is applauded for graduating their Genpuku. With that, the Genpuku ceremony is over. And you 3 are approached by a messenger.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
They hand each of you a letter. It is marked with the seal of the Emerald Champion. And you open it, and it is an invitation to come see Agasha Sumiko, the Ruby Champion and acting Emerald Champion at the Emerald Magistrate's Estate here in town.
Okay.
Agasha what?
Agasha Sumiko.
Shumiko.
That's correct. Everybody gains 4 experience points.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of the beginner game.
Yay!
Mind you, you still have the loose end to get rid of this rumor hanging out there,
Mm-hmm.
which will pick up next game.
Why? Because I am a moron. I'm trying to remember where the heck do you put okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotcha.
So, today we learned a lot about combat,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit about dueling, and a lot of things happened. Well, a lot of planning. Y'all spent so much time planning.
Yeah. And then it didn't really work out that well anyway.
Nope. Yeah, confronting Toshimoko about it, not the right idea. He's not going to admit to anything.
Mm-hmm. Even though people know me for being a womanizer, I will never admit having children outside of wedlock.
I wasn't gonna try to get him to admit anything. I was just gonna try to get him to okay my next course of action, but he seemed upset, so that's okay. I was also wanting to try to pin things on the actual scorpion we murdered, so you know.
Well, you can do that next game now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to see how you come up with that. Anyways, that is the end of our game. It's been a trip. It's been fun. We'll see you next week when we start the next arc
thing.
in the Palace of the Emerald Champion. And we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.
I have
Bye.
4 more
All right.
experience
See you guys
now.
later.